the StreamYard thing down.
Oh, I haven't gotten the YouTube thing.
I definitely haven't gotten the StreamYard thing down. I tried. I was trying to when I tried to stream the other day. Hang on, let me see if it's.
Yeah, go ahead and focus.
Yay! Okay. Hey, you guys. Sorry, I think we're live.
Okay, let me get over on YouTube. Hello, people.
It's kind of funny because StreamYard has a lag. I mean, it's fast. You know what I mean? The difference between StreamYard and
YouTube. Yeah, you have to watch
lag. I mean, it's
fast. You know Echo, sorry.
No, it's you. It was me. I hadn't turned the sound off yet. Hi. She spins.
She spins. I don't know your name, sweetheart. I'm Laura. She spins. I don't know her name. What is it?
She didn't write it yet, I don't think, did she?
Oh, no, she did. Oh, I thought you said it. Okay.
No, I was going to sing that song. You know that song, She Bangs.
I remember that guy. Oh, my God, Shelley, do you remember that guy from American Idol? That was the time my daughter was into him.
Hi, Carla. I was watching her name is Juanita. That's right.
Juanita.
I know it's Juanita. I'm sorry. I knew that.
Juanita, what a beautiful name. I love that name, Juanita. My best friend's brother had a girlfriend named Juanita. Juanita, notice she had the most beautiful name. Her name was Juanita Davila.
That's beautiful. I'll have to tell you I'll tell you my funny story with my middle daughter in a second. I want to say, Carla, hey girl, I've watched your little golden book. I have to confess, I've never made a little golden book journal. I have cut some things up to this one, but I haven't.
I started one, haven't finished it.
Yeah,
but nobody makes them like Carla.
No, Carla makes amazing ones, but she's inspired me, so I haven't. I'm gonna do it. You should watch it. She did a whole little tutorial on it.
It's on my to watch list. Hey, Patty, let her rips here, and Jamie.
Hi, Patty, and Jamie. How's your pup? How's your pup and pup? Jamie has a little dog that has I don't know. She had like a cleft palate or something, and so she's been. Oh my gosh, and she's beautiful. Hi, Teresa. Yeah, we decided that we were just going to come and hang out and craft.
Yeah.
And I decided, you guys, I tried so hard when I was streaming with Jean Peters to clean off my jelly plate to make the you know what I mean? Like you go, I'm just going to put one more layer of paint, and it's gonna, and it's not.
I just love the idea of Shelley ever cleaning off her jelly plate, people. That's just funny to me.
No, it is, because I don't. And sometimes I get comments, sometimes, you guys, and I don't leave them all up, because sometimes they're, I think YouTube gives people like the boldness that they would never have, like the commenting section that they would never have in your life.
Yes. Yeah, the keyboard warriors, they call them.
Right, keyboard. Okay, so I get the comments of like, you talk too much in a crafting chat. I get, and if I do a video and I explain something, sometimes like, some professional crafter. I mean, I get, well, if you just fast forwarded or sped it up, it would have saved you some time. You know what I mean? And then I also get, you never clean out your stencils are filthy. And here.
Why are you the target? Hey, Renee and Joni.
Hi, Joni. I have this Joni makes the coolest bags. If you guys head over to her Etsy shop, she makes the coolest bags, and I bought one, and I use it as my purse, Joni.
That's cool. Joni, what's her Etsy shop? I didn't know she had an Etsy shop. I know she posts great stuff in your group.
Joni, you'll have to let me see if I can find it.
I'm just going through paper that I unnecessarily bought on Amazon because I'm looking for pieces to put in. I'm going to join in on NicoleRelax.cut.glue. I just love saying the name of her channel. She started a Halloween 2020 glue book. And so I'm going to join in on it. It's a glue book.
Cool.
Yeah, so I'm looking for some paper.
What, Halloween themed paper?
You're just gonna put they just orange and what is this? Orange and
when they put it in the hashtag Halloween Glue 2020.
There you go. That's what it is. That's what I'm doing. People, I'm just getting some paper for that.
Kathy Berg, I have such craft envy. After Mary's Hop, do you saw how beautiful Kathy?
Oh, listen, I'm telling you now, And I'm not joking. And I don't play the lottery very much, but occasionally if there's a $1 trillion when Romeo says nobody can win, um, I play. He buys a ticket, and if we ever win, Kathy, I'm hiring Kathy as my personal organizer.
Oh gosh, yeah.
She's amazing.
So Joni, write the name of your shop. I think it's called Plum Blossom. Am I right or am I wrong? I don't remember. But anyway, after the video, I'll put it in the link.
Sure.
I will put it in the link, and yeah, she makes like textile things, and I bought one of her bags. She makes like
Awesome.
like little. I don't know. She's a sewer, and she's good. I'm a sewer about her Murray media.
Is Joni the one working on the Christmas ornaments in the group, or no? I'm not that good at remembering stuff. I thought.
You know what? I'm terrible at seeing what everybody.
I feel like Joni. Joni, are you working on Christmas tree ornaments, or is that just me making stuff up?
No, I make Christmas tree ornaments, but can I tell you, my head can't even get around Christmas right now.
I know. I'm having a hard time being like, man, Halloween is August. Although today, Shelley, I don't know what your weather's like, but let me tell you something. It was like 57 when I woke up. When I started running my errands, I had a sweatshirt on. Kind of nice out.
Yeah, here it's always the same. It's about anywhere between 70 and 75 and 80 degrees. It never, and occasionally it gets bigger. Like if it gets to 60, we all think that we're in winter. If it's
perfect weather.
We don't have heating or anything.
You have perfect weather.
We have no heat. So Jim is saying that her pup's doing really well, and she had her last surgery on Tuesday, and she's starting to be a real puppy. Oh. And she thinks she'll always think she's people because of how she's been raised. But she's great. Other things to do is, happy birthday, she'll do it. She will come and be her personal crafting organizer.
Yeah, I'm on it. I think that's.
I think it's awesome.
Hey, Janet V and Crafty Ray and Teresa Church, and she said she made an ornament cover.
What's an ornament cover?
I don't know. Teresa, enlighten us. What are you talking about? Are you already ready for Christmas? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
Somebody posted in one of the groups I'm in. It said something like it's 100.
Oh, no.
They put how many days it was.
No.
Whatever. Yes. And I was just like, I can't. No.
Don't even go there. People, please don't start that.
Well, I think my kids, my oldest daughter and her husband, when they could travel, they went for something to the Philippines. I think one of their friends was getting married or something. I don't really remember the occasion, but she took, and I have them somewhere, and if I can find them, I'll share them with all of you in our Facebook group. She took pictures. Now they went like at a very odd time, like they went in, I don't know, like August or something, and they had Christmas decorations already up. She said in the Philippines, they celebrate Christmas for like 6 months.
You know what? I think Romeo's brother told me the same thing. He spent a lot of time in the South Pacific, and I think he said the same thing. It's very serious.
Like they take it super serious. You guys, people take it so seriously here that they actually put like snowman blow up things in their lawn. You guys know, like that's the most ridiculous thing.
That doesn't make any sense.
People take their Christmas serious here, so.
Oh, there's no snowman in Hawaii.
It does snow at the top of the volcano, but it's not like first of all.
No, but like there's snowmen being built on your front lawns, right?
Yeah, no, definitely not. Nobody lives up there anyway. The altitude's really high. They have like an observatory up there, and you can go camping up there. It's freezing cold, but you can go camping. But yeah, Hawaii's got kind of an interesting thing. It's like I don't know if it's 23 or 26 microclimates here on this island. So there's
that's
a part of the island that's like a desert, and then there's a part of the island that's like so wet, like a rainforest.
That is so cool.
Oh. Here we go. Kathy's like saying, she said she lived in Texas and it was strange not having cold weather and snow at Christmas. Yeah, I understand. But Texas is kind of weird. I grew up there, and it's like in the morning you could be like, you think it's going to be winter because it's super cold, but then by the afternoon it's like 80 degrees, so you're sweating, and then yeah.
That's I don't know if I could get used to that.
You have to dress like as if you have to dress seasonally especially in the fall and winter time, as if it's like summer and winter all in the same day.
It was my It
Go
was
ahead.
my father's dream, and he did live that dream. He moved to Florida, but I just never. It was never my dream. I could never get with the concept um of just being like in the same season all year round. I don't know. Even if we ever like, I always have the concept of wanting to move to the Southwest. I loved it there when I visited. But Romeo lived in oh come on now in the high desert where there was four seasons still.
Oh,
And
cool.
yeah, in Flagstaff, and it's beautiful there. And that's more my speed.
You know what? I tried. The job that I had when I moved. Well, it's a ridiculous long story, but I had a job where they moved their corporate headquarters from here in Hawaii to Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
And so I was traveling a super lot, like, and it's a long, I mean, it's only, I think, 5 to 6 hours in a flight. I can't remember, but it feels like it's forever, you know?
Yeah.
And I was there during the winter time. I mean, during the winter time. And it's not so terrible because it's not what you imagine, but the dryness, you guys, I couldn't function. It was weird.
And that's interesting. And you know what he said when he came back? Because he lived there for like 7 or 8 years. And when he came back here, he said he felt suffocated because of all the trees and all the greenery
Wow.
after being out there with all that open space. Yeah.
Wow. I would
Yeah.
not for me, it was weird. Drinking the water, and yeah, no, I was like, my skin was like not happy. Teresa said the only way you can have a snowman is to have it blow up all in your lawn. Yep, absolutely right. You're absolutely right. You're so right.
I'm laughing because I watched. You ever watch the Daily Show with Trevor Noah?
Oh, I love Trevor Noah.
I saw he had something. He does those funny clips. He did something funny with the blow up. He's so funny. I do love him too. Honestly, I don't watch the news, but I do watch his updates on YouTube.
No, I love Trevor Noah.
Yeah,
My,
he's great.
my kids actually turned me on to him like years and years ago.
Yeah, before he even took over, right? Yeah.
Right. And
He's
yeah.
done a great job. Well, I'm
So,
finding all kinds of stuff in my little fall box. I have one drawer out of my drawers that I showed I didn't show the drawers, but I showed pictures. I don't know if you know, but because everybody was popping around. But at the hop, I showed my organization system is that I have these drawers from, Amazon, and different things are in them. And I have a fall drawer that just has stuff for the fall in it, And I don't have a ton of fall stuff, but it looks like I did keep some stuff in order here. So I've got these fall things. I can make a little fall journal, my glue book out of.
that's awesome. I did a million years ago. I did a Halloween journal swap with my group that I was in, and you guys, I literally had nothing. I'm not gonna lie because I didn't have anything. So I totally dyed some papers, and I went to like the clothes store, and I bought. This is gonna sound so stupid, but I bought a bag of spiders. I got a bag of plastic spiders, and
That's cool. Why not?
it was kind of weird. And I found the extra bag of 909 spiders the other day.
You still had them. I love it.
I only used them. I used like 2 out of the 900. So Kathy Berg says she was in Houston and it snowed once, and we had to wrap up all the palm trees. It was crazy. Yeah, definitely. Like that's how people in the South, in Texas and in Florida, lose their crops is when it freezes, right?
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
That orange juice was like some crazy price because
yeah, right, orange juice.
because all of the oranges grows in Florida.
All right, I think I might glue these together because they're thin. I don't know what. I'm gonna grab my jelly prints that I made, and I might do some painty papers on. I want to not painty papers on top of them, but they're not completed. I did a bunch of jelly printing with Sharon O last Friday, and I'm not done with them. I want to.
I watched. I wasn't there when you were live, but I watched the replay. You guys did some amazing things.
Well, it was a lot of fun. Thanks. I'm gonna just do Shelley style actually, which I learned from Shelley. I'm going to painty paper over top of those and some of these, and then at the end of today, people, I will have a journal to put together for hashtag Glue Book 2020. So here we go. And I've only been to like I'm not like, I mean, I know you have nothing. Like Shelley has nothing, so we really can't complain. I don't have a Tuesday morning though, and I don't have a Joanne's is like 45. Anything that's like 45 minutes or an hour from me is actually a good thing because then I don't go there. So like this Joanne's, I've only been to it twice and the Barnes and Nobles down there because it's like an hour, 45 minutes to an hour from my house. So it's a good thing. Then I don't go there. But I was there a couple of years ago, maybe 2 years ago when I was doing a swap, and I wanted to get, so I got these little Mrs. Sparkles because they have this nice brand at Joann's, this Mrs. Sparkles. It's inexpensive and I like the quality of it. So that's where I got those.
Next time, if I ever get back to the mainland, I'll have to.
Yeah.
And Kathy Bird says, yep, the orange trees and grapefruit trees freeze. And then she says, you have beautiful pages, Laura.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Teresa. Well, I think it's going to be fun. So I'm going to grab from behind me the, I was going to show you guys too, just if you want to see my daily journal where I'm at, because I think I have done a lot in it since last time I saw anybody. And I highly recommend this book to everyone. Tea and Cake with Demons, A Buddhist's Guide to Feeling Worthy. Fabulous book. I'm reading it right now. Just fantastic book. So this is my daily journal, and Caged Fish sent me a bunch of cool stuff just because Romeo sent her some bird's nests. They weren't even from me.
You know what? She collects that. That's her it's like her jam.
I know, but you know what's so funny to us is like, but you know what? He loves them, which was so funny because I think he was so thrilled that he found somebody else who thought they were cool. So yeah,
that's totally her jam. I really miss hanging out with her. You know, like even if I don't get to like chat and the thing, I lurk. And sometimes I don't know if you guys do, but like when I was working my crazy job, I could like listen, but I, obviously chat. So
yeah.
Hi, Mrs. Gigi. Mrs. Gigi's here, and Elaine's here.
Hey guys.
She says you are upside. No, you're not.
Oh, I'm upside down.
No, you're fine now. I think it was when you had. Oh, the journal's upside down is what you're saying.
Oh, okay. Wait, I'm turning it like I usually do. Maybe I don't have to turn it anymore. Let me check.
You don't have to turn it.
Oh, no, cool. Okay, this is guys. I'm using my iPad, so
turn it down. Yeah, that's
okay. So okay, cool. I don't have to turn it. I just was going to show you my This is the 1 month old of my niece. My niece is a month old. I didn't meet her. My mom did go up, but I didn't go up. Then my nephew. That's the big brother. This is my baby brother, who he waited and had his babies later. So he's like 40. What is he? 40? Was he 41? Yeah, 41 with his 2 little babies. God bless him. So yeah, and yeah, he did go to soccer, my son. Boy, they sent out a big announcement about the parents though. They got the kids all spaced out well, doing their drills and everything. They don't have to wear masks because they're all spaced out really well at the field. But let me tell you, they sent out 2 announcements now to the parents. Please don't stay because of the spacing physically at the field.
Yeah.
And please, if you're going to stay, because the kids are old enough. The kids are 10. The parents don't need to be hawking around their kids at that age. I'm sorry.
I agree, but like everybody's got their own like.
No, you're right. No, it's true. It is true. You're right. I got to remember that. Hey, Eileen.
So this is the cleanest I think this jelly plate has been in a very.
Oh my God, I haven't been looking, people. I've never seen her jelly plate like that, and I've been watching her for a couple years.
I know, right? It's terrible. One time I did soak it in Murphy.
Oh my God, Shelley looks awesome.
It's as clean as it's ever been. One time I soaked it in Murphy's oil soap, and then that worked. It's a light solution of it. But so now, who was the person that commented on it? Okay,
whoever you are,
leave me alone.
Oh, sorry. Don't. You know what? Do pull a Dee. Don't email me, people. That's why I love when she says that. It's like my favorite thing. All right, I'm gonna pull out some paint.
I loved Jamie's project today. It was great. And I
loved it.
I don't know about you, but I don't sleep. I used to sleep, and now I don't know what's happening to me. I just don't. I don't know. I haven't been sleeping. I mean, I wake up like at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm awake.
Yeah, you know what? If I wake up really early, I do. But I tell you, I've been actually the opposite. I've been staying up. My body's been staying up later, which is totally fine. I've been staying up later, but I sleep in a little later. So like, today the dog got us up at like 7:30, but I've been sleeping till like 9. So like, I'll go to bed at midnight and sleep till 9. You know,
Um,
something
yeah,
like that.
honey, I go to bed at midnight and wake up at 4 or 3. It's
I
ridiculous.
have been like that in my life, and you know what? It's just sort of like passes, you know, or I'll go, or you know, it seems like I go through phases like that, Shelley, and sometimes it can last months, though.
Mine's been pretty much my whole life, but it seems like it's a little worse. Worse, it's ridiculous. And somebody told me I needed to take. Oh my gosh, what was the mineral? Oh my gosh.
Magnesium works.
Yes,
That you know what? Since I started, Peggy Fitzmaurice recommended that to me, and honestly, since I started taking the magnesium, my sleep has been a lot better.
then I need to do it. So
Yeah, it's good.
Kathy Parker's commenting, and she says, "I love it when they tell parents not to stay." Me too, Kathy.
Me too, but Shelley's right. I have to, you know, and I don't want to be judging other parents because I certainly don't want to be judged. You know what it is? It's just that there's a couple parents that it's not that they just stay; they yell, and I don't like it. But I'm
Yeah.
better not to. I'm better not to stay because then I don't have to hear them yell.
Well, but I think it's also, I don't know. After having 3 kids and they're kind of like various ages, like my oldest daughter, she'll be 29 soon, and then I have a daughter that's 22, and I have a 13. She'll be 14 tomorrow.
Yeah, you
Um,
have a nice spread there.
well, it wasn't on purpose. It was just how life it wasn't like I was like, yeah, but the thing is that I've been through all different phases of other people parenting. My
Yeah,
like with my daughter that I was, my oldest daughter. We lived in New York City, so when she was young, and there were parents that were in her class that were like in their 40s,
yeah, yeah.
and I was like in my 20s. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
When I
Oh
had
yeah, yeah. I do know.
so like their sort of however they responded to it was different than how I responded to it. So like I don't know. I just learned that like I try to do me, and even though
Yeah,
I may not do it well, I try to do me, and then I just try to give them cut them slack because like I can remember when my oldest daughter was like she must have been about 6 or 7, and I can't exactly something happened like one of the kids had a altercation with another kid. You guys know New York City. It's like yeah, anyway, and I guess my reaction wasn't as severe as the parents' reaction, but then when she explained it to me, she said, I went through like 9 IVF treatments to have this child. And
yeah.
she was much older, and she said, I take parenting very seriously. And I said, it's not that I don't take parenting seriously. I said, but for me, I don't know.
No, I totally get it because you know what, my daughter. It's so funny you say that because, oh God, it's crazy you say that. When my daughter, it was like, first of all, and I think I've carried it over with my son, but I was so young when I had my daughter. You know, I was 19, and then I turned 20 when she was like I had her in March, and then I turned 20 in June. So I'm essentially 20 years older than her, but still, yeah, Kathy, that magnesium, I'm telling you, Peggy told me to add it like I don't know, probably February. I added it. You know, when you take vitamins, it's not like taking pharmaceuticals. They take a few months to really kick into the system, but man, it really helped. Because I used to I've had insomnia most of my life, and I've had night terrors since I was a kid and everything. And I'm telling you, since I added the magnesium, I have been sleeping better than I have my whole life. And they've put me on sleeping pill. I won't take them. I have bottles of sleeping pills in there. I will not take them because they just make me feel awful. Um,
I'm going to do
any
magnesium. You're not the first person to tell me to do it, so I'll do it.
Yeah, it was Peggy. I mean, I gotta give Peggy Fitzmaurice all the credit. But and not. I love my doctors, but the doctor I see for my migraines, my neurologist, he has not suggested that. So, but with my daughter, I was just so insecure. I mean, so insecure. And then when the school district that I moved, where we moved for her to go to school for middle school, I specifically moved there for the school district because of the kind of student that she was and everything like that. And it's like one of the top districts in the state of New Jersey. And so it's like essential. And what kills me is so many of the kids go to private school in the district, and the public school is such a phenomenal school. But so the parents there are like really, it's highly competitive and a lot of that kind of stuff. And I always felt so out of place. And I would go to like the back to school nights or any of that stuff. I mean, these parents, they're all Romeo's age. You know, they're literally 20 years older than me. And I did meet one set of parents. Romeo and I did. We met a set of parents, and same situation. They explained to me, that they had both of their daughters. They had actually lived in California, and they carried their daughters one of their daughters. She was pregnant with one of them, and they carried the other one in a cooler under their seats because they moved to New Jersey and they had done in IVF treatments or whatever. They had carried her in a cooler or something under the seat of the plane or something.
That would have been a little freaky, right?
Yeah.
You were carrying her egg in a cooler.
Is that what it was? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't really get it. Like, I was like a little confused. But that was like how important, it was like, and it never occurred to me. I was just like, you know what I mean? Like, because I didn't get pregnant on purpose. It didn't occur to me at such a young age, like the trials and tribulations some women go through, So it woke me up to a lot of things.
So, Joni, I don't have a mic, but I'll try to speak more clearly. StreamYard is not the easiest platform to stream through for me. I haven't figured it all out. And so she just told me I sound muffled. I'll just try to talk louder. So Joni's saying CBD oil works well for sleep.
I've heard that as well, too. Now, I asked my brother about it because, and this might be controversial, people, so I'm not trying to start a controversy here, but my younger brother, before he had a family and all this, he had two businesses. He runs an online business for marketing and stuff that he's been doing for many, many years. But before he got married and all this settling down thing, my sister-in-law's mother is from Connecticut. She's very conservative on every level. So she does. Once he got married, his wife was like, "Yeah, no, you can't do this because of my mom." But he had he was a compassionate caregiver, so he was able to legally sell medicine, as they call it, in Maine, which was marijuana. And he grew it and did all of that. And so he does know a lot about all that stuff. And I asked him about that CBD oil, and what he told me, because now where I live, all of a sudden, there's all these places that are selling it. Like this place that used to be a Rita's Italian Ice that went out of business. It's like a whole CBD store and stuff, And I asked him, because of the Lyme disease, should I, Romeo, look into it? And he said, you just have to be sure that it's legit stuff, because there's some people who are like snake oil salesmen with that CBD oil. So you got to make sure it's the right stuff.
Well, I guess you'd know if it didn't work on you.
Yeah, I guess. That's what he's saying. Don't get ripped off. That's my brother. He's saying, don't let anybody rip you off. That would be my brother. He's such a businessman.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Yeah, no, it's really big business now.
He helped a lot of people. All I know is I know he helped a lot of people who have had serious issues.
No, my mom had cancer, and they
a couple of his patients had cancer.
No, they brought her all kinds of stuff, like and this is years ago. My mom has been gone 13 years, I think. So
oh wow! Shelley, that's a long time. I'm sorry,
it is, and it's never easy. But I'm just saying, like, so 13 years ago, that was like,
for sure, yeah.
She had pills. I mean, they had oil and pills.
Yeah, my grandmother did too. My grandmother My grandmother passed when I was 15, and I'm 43, and she had pills.
I know. So they've been using marijuana medicinally for a long time. How many of you guys have a stack? I mean, a stack of Nat Geos. I do. It's like,
I don't, and I almost bought some on Facebook Marketplace the other day.
Oh, don't buy any more. I'll send you some. I've got plenty. I'll make a big old box and send you some, and that way it'll make me feel better. Because I'm like, no, but you feel guilty. You're like, okay, well, at least I feel guilty here. Because I'm like, okay, well, I've saved these, right? And I didn't use them, and And then,
do you ever do the citrusol? I've never done it. I just seen it done.
I have, and it does make some cool pages. I do have some somewhere that I made. The only problem for me is that our house is so small and it's very smelly. So it takes a while for them not to smell. You know what I mean? To use in your
Oh,
art.
they smell. Oh,
No,
I never thought of that.
you probably look at it because you live on a farm. You could hang yours up. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, yes, and we have these extra rooms. I always talk about feeling guilty. You know what? I don't feel guilty about a lot of things. You know what I feel guilty about? With all of you people talk about you don't have enough space. People, we have so much wasted space around here. I mean, wasted space. And I just want to share it with all of you. I feel so bad.
Hi, Nicole. Yes, Nicole, it is for her Halloween glue book.
Yes, most of it is. This one's a Happy Mail envelope, but yes, the rest of it that I'm going to be doing. Yes, Nicole, I will show you. I have pages. I have pages of
Let's say hi. Let's say hi to Joyce
Joyce.
and Mary Lou. And who else did I miss? I'm sorry. I'm just like my head's
Yeah, I'm in my zone here. Sorry about that. I got the painting papers out, and then I get into a huge zone.
It's not the zone for me. It's just I'm like looking through them. I'm like, I know I picked this one up and kept it for a reason. Hi,
Nicole.
Barbara.
Nicole, these are what I'll be choosing from. You won't see a lot of Hannibal Lecter in mine. You want to know why, Nicole? My father took me to see A Silence of the Lambs. Wasn't a real. I was like,
that was a scary movie.
Yeah, and it was really uncomfortable to go see with your dad.
I think it's a difficult movie no matter who you sit with.
I know, but it was like a couple parts. I was like,
Hi, Abigail. How are you? So if you guys look in the description box below, and if you're not subscribed to Jersey Crafter, the link for her channel is there. Go on over. She does her crafty bubble. You don't have a regular stream, baby.
No, of course not. That would be way too easy for everybody. But what I do have is a list of other people who have a regular stream, and I'm going to post it on my community tab.
Oh, cool.
I've been making a list all week and following everybody around and getting answers for people's times. And I'm just trying to not hit the same people's times, but I don't even know if that's going to work for me.
You know what's over at first when I first started streaming? Like I didn't. There's always going to be somebody. And
always.
You, otherwise you're never going to go on.
No, it's true. Today, honestly, we're hitting two people. Rosie's having a sale, and Kathy Arbor's on. But you know, it's funny. I said to Romeo when I was coming up, I said to him, I said, you know what? Anytime I'm going on at the same time as somebody like Kathy Arbor, God bless her, she's like, or if I'm going on at the same time as like Vicky Ross, they're like fine artists. It's a different. If people are coming to watch me, it's a little different scene. Hey, Barbara Clark.
Yeah, but you know what though? You just got it. YouTube is a form. It's like I look at it like this. Okay, like if you turn on your television right now, there's a million things you can choose to watch. It's your choice.
Exactly.
Right?
That's right. Rosemary said the same thing. We like choices, and Brooke says it's just sometimes other people are a little different about it. You know what I find? People have expectations about it because other people have a different attitude, and I just keep having to reiterate that I'm different. I think you have a different attitude too. Not everybody has the same attitude as us. You know what I mean?
I firmly believe in everything in life that there's enough for everyone. So like
me too, 100%.
Somebody said something to me the other day about all these sales and whatever, and I said, "Oh, I think it's great," because
me too.
I enjoy supporting other artists. I don't enjoy going shopping. Like I'm not like if there's a mall, I'm never gonna go. That's just me, and I'm not criticizing people that do go. It's just my choice. So I get to like walk around. Like I went to had a Defy auction yesterday for
yeah, I was there. It was awesome.
I bought a few, but I also went over and supported
Johnny. Yep, me too. Both.
I bought a few. You guys, I don't need another thing.
We know.
I don't need another thing, but you know what? First of all, I love everything that I get. Hi, Nana. I love everything that I get, but I don't need anything. So hang on. So let me read this. When her daughter was about 7, she rented The Silence of the Lambs and made sure she was in bed asleep. Halfway through, there was a noise, and she had snuck down and was watching. The funny thing, she loves scary movies.
See? And now I accidentally saw part of Deliverance when I was a kid. No, thank you. I should have never saw that.
too. Deliverance is a scary movie. That's a little more realistic and
Yeah. Rosemary said, I accidentally saw that movie. She goes, how do you accidentally see it? I was like, well, I woke up in the middle of the night when I was a kid and it was on TV. It's the only way. She goes, how do you accidentally keep watching it? I'm like, well, when you're a kid.
Yeah.
They were talking movies at Rosemary's last night. Popo was really funny. They were having laughs. She cracks me up. Oh, you know what? I have paper from Rosemary I can put in this journal too. And Amy. Yay. Oh, yes.
Something. Little Crafters always does her Wednesday mixed media mashup, and I try to go, even if I just lurk, I try to go.
Now, who does that one?
Stacy, Pink Poodle Crafters.
You know what? Here's the thing about that. And this is a perfect YouTube situation. Thank God that Jane Sills, I just happen, because I associate Jane, because I know she mods over there. I associate her with Stacy. That's how my brain works. I associate things. I'm very associative, and so I associate Jane with Stacy, which is just how my brain works. And I saw Jane at the Defy auction in my channel. And it's not that it's just how my brain works. So when I saw Jane come up for me to mail her package, it reminded me. And when I was looking through my subscriptions the day after Stacy had her last sale, I noticed that she had a sale. And when I saw Jane the next time Jane popped over to my channel, I said, you know what? I checked, and because of you, actually, I subscribed to Stacy, and my bell was rung to subscribe to her. But you know what you have to do? You have to make sure that your bell is subscribed to all things. Mine was not subscribed to all of Stacy's, so I didn't get the notification for that. So it's just like, that's how my brain works. So next time I will go to her. Now I'm subscribed. When she does that mashup, I'll show up.
No, it's fun. The mashup is fun. Last night she didn't do the regular mixed media thing. She was making some labels. Like, she was making labels, and it was good. I mean, I enjoyed it. You know what it is? If I have insomnia, I just have it on, and I may not. Sometimes, I chatted last night, but sometimes I don't.
You don't have to chat.
No, you guys, I can't chat and craft.
No, yeah, me either.
I mean, if I'm in the painting, got my hands all in everything, it's not easy, because I do it on my laptop, so it's not so easy. Hi, Malia. We missed it. Nash is here. Malia's here.
Hey guys, thanks for coming.
I don't know who else I've missed. Let's see.
Renee, Malia. Oh, Malia, I got my package from your. Hey, Sherry, got your package. Hey, Nana Mugs. I got your package from your Etsy store today, Malia. She's got some cool washi tapes up in there. All right, what else do we have here, girls and boys?
So Barbara says YouTube no longer will send email notifications, and she really misses that.
Oh.
Have you guys noticed lately, if you've been streaming or going to anybody's auctions or sales, it's been like super laggy and very. I think they must be going through like some sort of changeover. Hi, Peggy. I aspire to be Peggy. Okay?
Peggy. Yes.
Peggy the other day put all of us in. He was in a sale at auction. She was going and cleaning her house. Okay. Like every few minutes she would like mop the floor. Did this? I was like, oh my God, I hope my partner doesn't see this. I can't multitask like that. I can't multitask like that.
She's something else, that Peggy. She is.
No. So I decided, you guys, so my goal is to try and at least use up some of my stash, but in ways that, like, okay, I've had these magazines, they've been sitting on the shelf, staring at for a while. You know what I mean? And then
I so know what you mean. I finally moved all these boxes that I thought I might need, because I didn't know about the poly bags and like mailing, and I learned so much from the auction with Defy, and so I had piled up all these boxes because I wasn't sure. So I just finally moved them to recycle them. I brought them downstairs, and I just have so many books.
Oh,
like,
girl, you're preaching to the choir here.
I'm like, I gotta do something with these books. And then I go to the thrift store today and bought more.
Hi, Elaine. Elaine saying she's saying hi. She's saying hi to all of us. Hi, Patricia.
Patricia Stubbs. Patricia Stubbs. Elaine, how are you, Patricia Stubbs? I love her videos. Patricia's one of the people's videos Patricia, I put you on and it just calms my soul. I want to thank you for making videos.
Aw, that's so sweet.
It's really, Patricia Stubbs, she calms my soul. She really does. Not that everybody doesn't, but
she does some really good work, like with her charity thing.
Yes.
Like, so impressed.
Yes.
You know who has, like, I was noticing yesterday at Johnny's sale and then comparing it to Aaron's sale. Johnny and Aaron have the most beautiful hands.
Oh, yes. And I tell you also, Mary Attier. She's another one with beautiful hands.
Yes,
love her.
Maribel does have nice hands as well. But I'm just saying, like, I guess I was paying a little more attention. This is probably ridiculous, right? So when I'm listening or crafting along with anybody, I'm just crafting along. But when you're like in an auction, in a sale, you're like staring at the screen.
Yes, it's so true. When you're buying stuff, you pay a lot more attention to the screen. It's so true. Oh my God, it's so true, Shelley. I never thought about it. You people who are selling stuff, your hands are getting a lot more attention time.
And they are. And I was like, yesterday I was like looking at Johnny's hands, and I've seen Johnny's hands for a long time, but I was like, she and Aaron have the most beautiful hands. I mean, this is what's going through my head. And she's like going, okay, in the pickle bag and the whatever.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And I missed because I had to go drop off cold soccer. I missed the pickle bags. So you know what I did? Because everybody's been talking about those pickle bags, and I'm a monkey. So I text messaged her, and I'm like, can I get a couple sets of pickle bags?
I don't have any pickle bags.
I'll be sending you a pickle bag then.
So Gloria's new here. Everybody say hi to Gloria.
Welcome, Gloria.
And you guys, if you're not subscribed, go down into the description box below, and Laura's channel's there.
Aww.
Maybe Lynn, will you put Laura's channel?
Thank you, Shelley. Thank you.
No, girl, that's why. So I saved this because I like owls. Okay, so like I don't know why this is.
Oh, I like the owl though. You know who else likes owls? That just reminded me. Who's been putting up some good videos? Is Rails Crafts from the Dungeon. She's been.
I love her. I won her painting papers. I was so excited.
No, you did.
Peggy says I should never do lives. My knuckles look like elephant knees.
Peggy, you have to see my mom's hands. You'll feel a lot better. She had her fingers and they got like cut off.
I was born. My daughters used to make fun of me, and I have my daughter told me. Don't ask me why she says this, but she says I have old lady French hands. I have French old lady hands.
I like your hands. You don't have French old lady hands. I have midget hands.
Laura, my hands are probably smaller than yours. My hands are ridiculously small.
What size is your ring? I'm a size 4.5.
Me too.
Oh my God, really? You have midget fingers too? I shouldn't say midget. That's not nice. Romeo calls them, what does he call them? He has a name for my hands. Thanks, Malia.
No, but anyway, so it's like ridiculous. So
Sherry, thank you. Actually, this is in honor of Shelley. I learned this from Shelley a long time ago. This is one of my favorite things. This is a magazine page to do. I learned this from Shelley a couple years back. One of my favorite things, and I got this from Shelley. I learned this as well. It's the restoration hardware.
I love that catalog.
I know.
Why?
She's one of the ones. Isn't that great? Shelley taught me this.
Guys, I have a pile of them. Next, it's like, you know what? I shouldn't even say it. It's bad. So I'm going through all my stuff to let go of stuff, right? Malia has a size 4 ring too. You guys, I have like
tiny finger people.
So Peggy said she would have to use hand stand-ins. Remember when Peggy's going to have a hand stand-in.
Peggy! Oh my God, Peggy! At the Dollar Tree, they have those little teacher poker things. I'm going to get you a couple of those. You can just point with those.
So this is how pathetic my craft destashing is, okay? So my hottie, he says, I'll give you a day. Like, meaning he'll move all the boxes and stuff around and move the stuff from one side of the house to the other, whatever I want, right? So we're going through my stuff, and I'm piling up. I'm like, Restoration Hardware, my Nat Geos, some other things that I happen to have those in a box. And he goes, oh, and he sees a catalog. Sometimes he's like, I'm going to throw these. These are going to recycling. I'm like, no. And I said, that's good. Those are good. And he was like, and then I was, the other pile was like scrapbook paper that I'm never going to use. You know what I mean? He was like, I'm confused. I said, just don't, no comment. Just move it around.
He thinks the catalogs are garbage. No, sir. You don't. No. That's the good stuff.
He just shook his head. He was just like, okay, whatever. He does. I have no comment. Like, don't touch my Restoration Hardware catalog.
Oh my God, they're good catalogs though, and especially the end page, like look how nice size that is, and then the thickness of that. It's some good stuff.
No, it is. I've made some great Happy Mail envelopes out of that. They're actually really good to sew. The the covers.
That's what that is. Yeah, the covers.
Yeah. I usually line them with some paper and sew them up. So Carla says we're being too funny because she says she has big man hands. I've seen your hands, Carla. You've got nice hands.
Yeah, Carla, don't even.
And Carla, you have a nice voice. So like, there's some people I can listen to, and I can be so stressed out, and I just listen, and it just makes you like zen out.
Totally.
Oh.
100%. There's people you can zone out to. 100%, and I love it. That Janet Nash. Oh, I love. She's got that British voice.
She's got that beautiful English accent.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
And I was watching her yesterday. So, Malia's Veranda magazine is gorgeous pages for painting. And Candy said her husband throws away for her stuff before she can say no. Oh, girl, mine's like I could dig it out of the trash.
You know what? I'm so excited to hear that, Malia, because I don't know why, Shelley, but all of a sudden, when I was over at Amy Darkwood Sanctuary the other night, she put in the link for Recycle Bank. I have not been eligible for Recycle Bank, and all of a sudden, boom, I got eligible, and I just ordered that veranda. I'm so pumped. Hey, Deborah.
Hey, Deb. And then what else? I'm just trying to, let's see. Peggy likes Restoration Hardware as well. The telephone book, I have it. Yeah, Restoration Hardware is like a heavy telephone book.
Yeah, I do love that about it, though.
Barbara says, I'm always retrieving tossed art projects from the recycling bin. My partner's too afraid to throw things away. Oh, I get it.
Mine too. Believe me, everything goes in recycle. He will not throw it away because he knows I'm going to get upset.
So Carla's saying she wears a size 7 and 8 on her ring finger. Carla, that's not big. Girl, I used to be, before I decided I've always crafted with trash, recycling or whatever you want to call it. But before I was a studio drawer. Size 7, 8 is good. I made a woman's size 11 wedding ring. That is generally your left hand is smaller than your right hand. Unless you're left-handed, it's usually the dominant hand you write with is bigger. Size 7 is normal.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't that average?
Yep. So you don't have big man hands.
Oh,
so if you guys haven't gone over to Carla Frizzell's channel, go over. She makes the most beautiful journals. You may be tempted to buy one, and if you have the fun, I say do it. Hey, PG, great stream today, girl, and hi, Jean Peter, artist.
Loved it. And great stream with Shelley, Jean Peter, the other day. Wonderful.
We were having a fun time. You guys, Jean's a really good artist. If you want to learn from somebody that can really teach you, head over to her channel, Jean Peter Artist. She is a good artist. And what I love most about it is that she makes everything she does look really easy. But then when I try it, it's not easy. But it's like she's like one of those kind of people, and so she makes it look easy. So I'm like, oh, well, I think I can try it, and then I do it, and you have to see her doodling. Oh my God, she does like doodling she does amazing doodling. I have a whole book that I have a whole bunch of. I cut out a bunch of women I'm gonna do Jean's hair doodle thing. You guys, it's so fun. And I made a magazine journal, and I'm gonna do it. It's on my crafty bucket list.
All right.
Made the
Crafty
journal. I cut out the
bucket
people.
list.
Now I have to glue them down and start doing the doodles. And I haven't done it yet.
Well, I have a ton of this linen because I cut up this tablecloth, and oh my gosh, I have all this linen, so I'm gonna just play with it, and then I'm gonna stamp it, and I don't know, it's just chunks of it.
Oh, you know what I've done, and it's super fun. I don't know if I have any close by, probably not. But next time we get together, I'll find a roll. So I've taken like old sheets, or you can do it on anything. It's preferable to do it on something that's a natural fiber because
Okay.
it's porous, like silk or cotton. Maybe it'll work on rayon. On it probably will. But to stamp on it, so I've stamped on a ton of stuff like that.
What? I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
Stamping, taking your
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stamp on it.
Yeah, I stamped on all kinds of fabric.
Well, you know what? I got all these stamps now because I bought some from the Stee Stash, and even today I got some at the thrift store. So I figured, you know what? Just for fun. I really like stamps. I just think they're fun.
What did you get today?
At the thrift store, I just got a couple of Halloween ones for the journal. Oh, here, I'll show you. They're right here. Ooh, it was 50. It was really hard because it was hard. Do you hear me? Like my life is hard. The thrift store, everything in the craft section was 50% off. So
I understand that. It's hard.
It was hard not to get them. I knew I was doing this Halloween journal, so this was only 50 cents. So
that's cool.
never used. So I got some pumpkins.
Ooh, nice.
And a little witch, which is debatable on that one. But and then this one was 75 cents. It says friendship is a cozy shelter from life's rainy days.
Oh, I like them. Those are cute.
Cute, right?
Abigail's asking you, Laura, the fabric you had on your desk during the live stream hop, was that a table scarf, a tablecloth? She thought it was gorgeous.
Oh, I sold which live stream? When? I don't know.
Live stream hop. When we did the hop.
When we did the hop, what did I have down? I don't know, honey. I'll have to go back and look, Abigail. I'm not sure. Let me write it down to go back and look, sweetie, and then I'll tell you what the heck it was. I don't know. The hop. The last hop? Yay, Barbara. Shelley's one of my all-time favorites. I'm so glad you're here.
Every time I see your name, I'm happy to see you, Barbara. Every time I see Chicken Pot Pie Society, I love chicken pot pie.
Me too. Don't you feel cozy and like you're at home?
Yeah, but I think every time I see your name, I'm like, I want to make that. Like
squared edges. Okay, Abigail, I will look. Last hop. Let me just look now, Abigail. Take me 2 seconds to go back to that video. I don't know why I'm being lazy. Take me 2 seconds to just open the video. Honestly, this just goes to show you what kind of this yellow piece of linen. Oh, it's just a. Oh my gosh, what am I doing? I need to go back to Shelley. Get it together, lady. Get it together.
Well, Barbara says that she's finishing. When are you finishing your journal or a book? I didn't see the chat before, and she says Amelia's finishing the same book, and Barbara's doing hers from Beth's idea. So Barbara, type in and tell us what type of journal you made.
One more book coming out, Maria. You know what? All it is, Abigail, is a linen. Here it is. I have so much of this stuff. I got a lot of stuff.
Get it in your paint, unless you want it to be painted.
I actually got stuff on it now because that's how I am, and it's all wrinkled up. It was just a linen napkin.
Oh, the napkin flow book. Oh, that kind from Beth's. That was a good idea. I think though, Rosemary did have a napkin. If you guys, I used to be like an avid swapper. You guys, I just can't with homeschooling and my life, and it doesn't work for me. But I think that at one point she did do a napkin flow book. So a napkin flow swap and a flow style book. But yes, I thought it was a good idea too. Like a Midori, yeah. But you know what, you guys? I'm letting go. I sold a ton of for Defy. I sold a ton of my napkins, and there were
Yeah, you did. Me too.
ones I loved,
I know.
loved.
Yeah.
I think I did 3. I sold hundreds of napkins for that for Defy,
I know. Me
and I put
too.
in everybody's thing. So hi Tanya. Tanya's saying hi to us. Yes, I love Beth. I like her voice too.
Hey, Tanya, we're so glad to hear that. What wonderful news. She's redoing her craft room because of the hop. See, it's invigorating.
Yes.
Let's stamp on here. First, we're going to add, oh, Shelley, I'm getting excited. I'm having fun. I love when the paint comes out. All right.
So Abigail said after the stream, she was after seeing that tablecloth, it put her on the phone to call her mom to ask for fabric, for linen.
Oh my gosh, does she have some, Abigail? Oh,
she does like sometimes look through magazines that you're like, and you go, I like that image, and then sometimes you look through them and you go, I can't see anything, and then the next time, this is what happens to me. So I'm like, I pick out, and then I'll put these in a pile, and then I'll go to throw them away, because I've harvested a few pages from them, not throw them away, put them back in the recycling, and then I'll go, let me have one more look, and I look at them, I go, what did I need this one?
Yes. Yes, that's why I have a cart downstairs. You know what I do? I have this whole process. It's absurd. I have a cart downstairs. It's an art cart, and now I've turned it. That's what I started on before I met all you people. I just had a cart, and then
we ruined your crafty life. We're now like extreme crafting.
I love it. It is like extreme couponing, except it's crafts. But yeah, no, and so, but now I have all Kohl stuff on the top of it. For school and stuff, but now I keep just the magazines. When they first come in, they go down there, and then I look at them like, and then I one time, and then they go back on there, and then I look on them a second time, they go back on there, and then the third round, if they make it to the third round, they come upstairs. It's like
Barbara Clark says now she's cutting TP tubes in half and gluing them together for paints. Now I forget. She goes, how could? But now I forget whose wonderful idea that was. Who did the toilet paper?
Lori Painty Girl.
Painty Girl. Hi, Lizzie.
She had to borrow. I think she had to borrow some from her neighbor to get enough. Hey, Lizzie. Is Lizzie here? I didn't see Lizzie. Hey, Lizzie. I love when Lizzie's here. Big hugs, Lizzie. Lizzie, I don't know if you know, but my daughter, what she's doing for a living is taking care of special, wonderful children like your grandson Jeffrey, what he's going through. So been praying on him. But there's wonderful people like my daughter who take care of him.
We love you, Lizzie, and I'm making a card for Jeffrey, and I think, and my hottie is too. But I asked my daughter, that's 13, soon to be 14 tomorrow, to make one, and she's like, she's like, I will make him one. So you'll get a little stack of them from my little crafty family here, and hopefully it'll brighten Jeffrey's day. So Tanya says, Barbara, her daughter freaked out when she asked her to save hers. Girl,
she freaked out. I love it. I love the way the family members take it. I will have to say, my mom's a huge piece of work, and she's a lot for me to deal with. But there is nobody other than Romeo, but even my mom, who's more supportive of my art. My mom is so supportive of me with art.
Awesome.
Yes, she's a total piece of work to deal with. But man, she really is. She goes around telling everybody my daughter's an artist. My daughter's an artist.
I'm not laughing at you. Tanya writes in all caps. She asked me, "Do you need money?"
Tanya, that's the greatest. Wait, Tanya, because you asked her to save the toilet paper tubes.
Oh
my God. APG said, I have so many toilet paper tubes that I had to stop saving them.
Hi, Devin. How are you? Devin.
Hey, Devin. Crafting Confessions.
And Jean and I did a flow swap together. I have the best flow swap book from Jean Bainey.
I love Gene Bainey. Hey, listen, Gene, I'm gonna be putting up people. I'll be putting up either a live or a depending or a video. Gene tagged me, and you better get ready because I might tag you. Blue Book 2020, I think. Gene, don't worry, Gene. I wrote it down. What it actually is. It's
Okay, I mean, what does this entail? Should I should I be fearful?
No. It's just a bunch of. It's actually. I think it's cool. I was gonna tag you, so now you're getting. Look, you get a heads up on being tagged. Am I supposed? Oh, I'm probably not supposed to tell her I'm tagging her, am I, Gene? Oh. I'm already breaking the. You know me. I break the rules on everything.
That's okay.
You get a bunch. It's just a list of questions that you answer.
Oh, okay. Well, that I can do. I was like, oh my god, is it supposed to be like you have to like?
No, I would never do that to you. I would never make you like have to do a whole thing. It's just like a bunch of questions about your Blue Book experience.
I love cooking. It's probably one of my favorite things. So wait, so Jean Peter says her hubby asked her if she had enough rolls. Could we please stop saving them?
Of course I am. Devin said Laura is a rule breaker.
Oh, you guys have to go over to Jean's channel and subscribe. It's Jean Bainey, spelled Jeanne.
Oh, forget it, Lizzie. Forget it. Get ready to go down a rabbit hole of fun, Lizzie. Jean Bainey is so much. Oh my gosh!
You guys put a link in her subscription in the chat for Jean's channel.
Lizzie's gonna love her. I can totally see Lizzie grooving on Jean Bainey. Definitely, Lizzie. She's so fun, and she has awesome images. Like she really. Jean, I loved hearing about your experience on your recent video with the glue book thing, about how you just have, chosen your images for your glue books.
Okay, wait, this gets good. Tanya said she asked her hubby for all the mail, and he said, "Oh no, these are bills." I said, "Yeah, I need more numbers in my collection."
Thank you. Maria said she hides her toilet paper rolls in a bag. Oh my god. Oh, Maria. How are you, Maria?
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's funny.
Lizzie says she's picky about who she watches. If they are stiff and mature, pass to another video. Girl, you're not gonna find anybody stiff or mature here.
Lizzie, we won't be recommending those channels.
Oh my god. You know what's so funny, Lizzie, is that my hottie, like if I'm listening to YouTube, he's doing his own thing, right? But whenever I have you on, he knows exactly who you are. He totally knows.
Yep.
He goes, "That's Lizzie." He knows. Yep. He goes, "That's Scrappin' Lizzie." He totally knows. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, Scrappin' Lizzie.
Isn't that funny?
No, that's funny because for a while, because I watched your replays and stuff, especially when I was really going through it, and you weren't on, so I was watching your replays, and so then Romeo would be like, "Is that?" And it wouldn't be you; it would be like somebody else, and I would just have it low, and I'd be downstairs, and so he thought he was cool because he knew your name, and he liked the name of your channel, I think too, and so he'd be like, "Is that Crafting Mama?" And I'd be like, "No," and I'd be like, "No, everybody isn't Crafting Mama."
Well, he's just saying, everybody is everybody.
Yeah, right, exactly. Yeah, and then when I would talk about a channel that I liked, he'd be like, "Well, is she a Crafting Mama?" Like, and I'd be like, "Not everybody has to be in that crowd." Like, you'd be such a wise guy.
Like, so I wasn't even going to have a YouTube channel, but so my hottie used to have a really popular YouTube channel many years ago. He disbanded it when we moved to Hawaii. Anyway, and so he was like telling me, "You need to do," I was, I'm always doing something. So he was like, you should make a YouTube channel. You should make a YouTube channel. And then I started it because I had a friend in a Facebook group that she was like, "Could you please help me? I have this Facebook group and I need somebody that's going to make a journal or do something like that." And I was like, "Oh, okay." I said, "But I don't, like, I was like, I didn't even have a webcam." Okay. So if you guys watch my earliest videos, I apologize right now, but you see my cleavage because I'm filming it on my laptop. You know what I mean? Tilted down toward the page, but you see or as my daughter calls it, my 14-year-old goes, "You're cracked." Like she.
I love her.
No, and she was like, she unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on how you feel about boobs. She has very big boobs for her age. And
My daughter does too. She didn't get it from me.
well, the worst part is that so she was taking a school picture out of his last year's school picture. She was like, "I have to have a retake." I said, "Why?" Because you can see my crack.
She called it a crack.
So I apologize. So you guys, that's how it started. So when I started my kids, so the word, like, we use the word mama. Like, if you've ever grown up in a Hispanic or now around a Hispanic community, a term of endearment is mamita, right? Or mommy, but it means like sweetheart or something like that. That it's like a term of endearment, right? So I grew up. I mean, I grew up in Texas, on the border of Texas and Mexico, so that's a very common term to call somebody. Everybody, like any female friend, hola mami, how are you? Hola mamita, or mamita, help me do something, whatever, right? So my kids, so I always have called my friends like, hey mama, like the Texas version of a Spanish thing, right? Hey mama,
Okay.
right? Not meaning that you had to birth children or that
Right.
you were a mother.
No, right.
But as like a term, so my oldest daughter, I was like, I'm doing this YouTube channel. What do I call it? So the other thing I call, like, and you're gonna laugh, it's so ridiculous. So the other thing that I call my kids and my sister or any female friend is Betty. Don't ask me why. So I'll be like, hey Betty, how's it going? Right? And that's just like the same sort of mom. So my daughter goes, well, you have two choices. You can call it crafting mamas, or crafting Betty.
Oh, that would have been great for Cuz.
Right?
Betty Lovely.
I call Betty Bet because her name's spelled Bette, like Bet.
Yeah.
Like Bette Midler, but
Yeah.
she's named after Betty Davis, right? So anyway, so that's how it got its name. And then, the rest is history. And I've thought about changing it at times because sometimes people come into our Facebook group and they like post all these things for children, which I'm not opposed to. I have children of my own, but it's like,
it's not about having kids.
No, but it's whatever.
I love it. I think it's great. And like APG said, it's a term like darling. And
Yeah.
I love that. We don't have that in the North. And I love when APG calls me darling. I love it. I love Cuz calls me darling. Nobody calls me darling except my stepmom. And that's because she's from the South.
Maria, my kids did too. Maria says her little guy used to call it craps. Like, are you doing your crafting your craps?
I love it.
No, but it's just, it is what it is. But like people, I don't know. YouTube, for me, YouTube took took on a life of its own for me without even, like, I don't know how I lived a million years not knowing YouTube.
Me too. I didn't even know YouTube existed, and I'm. You know what's funny about me with YouTube? I knew it was there, and honestly, I should have been a little more aware of it because the kids were watching it in 2006, completely unfiltered in the school where I was teaching. But I wasn't in charge. I mean, technically, you're in charge of all the damn kids if you're in the classroom. But I did a lot of what's called inclusive teaching, where my students were working in the classroom with all of the typical children. I mean, that's the language that we use to describe it all. But I work with children with significant needs, and so I was co-teaching with other teachers, and I do remember them. Some of the other children, children. They weren't children. I mean, they're children, but a lot of them are 18. Some of them, and the kids I work with were up to age 21 because that's the federal law that children with special needs can be educated in the public schools up to age 21. So I remember watching, like, when I was working at the school where Romeo works still, I remember the kids watching like weird, like, stunt videos or prank videos in the back of the one classroom. And I think now, boy, I should have probably been paying attention, but that was YouTube at the very beginning, I think. And that was like back in like 2005, 2006. And I never paid any attention to it. And I remember I got a little video camera that was like a flip thing that you just like flipped it up.
Some of those.
Yeah, and when Cole was born, and so honestly, if I can even put it public. Actually, if people cared, I have a little tiny video of Cole when he was a baby, like crawling or laughing. I think that I posted to YouTube because I'm not joking. I tell people I thought YouTube was about you, like YouTube. It was for you to tell your story, and That's what I thought it was. I mean, I didn't think it was.
That's really what it was meant to be.
Yeah. So listen, I still do that, Shelley. I still believe that on my channel. It's for me. It's, and I tell people, if you don't like it, don't come to my channel. I'm not here to try to please anybody. That's still my attitude on YouTube.
No, I hear you.
But I do appreciate other people. Gloria says she has to leave. Nice meeting. Have a great day. Hey, Gloria, very nice to meet you too.
Anyway, it's crazy.
Oh, Barbara, I try, but I don't always remember. She says I try. I do try to say Miss to him because everybody doesn't have a last name, and I thank you for recognizing that. Everybody doesn't have a last name on their screen name. So like APG doesn't. So I would have him call her Miss Jamie. I don't have him call him. I don't say Miss Popo though. He does. He knows Popo a little different though, and Johnny, because he's met with them on FaceTime.
Oh, that's so awesome.
With Popo at least, yeah.
But didn't you go? Did he go to the crafty thing with you?
No. That was my vacation. That was. I think that's the only time I've ever been away from him, except for when I went except for when I had to go to the hospital, and when I had to go, or when I went to my nephew was born. That was it. Yeah, he's always been around me. This little one.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
Because sometimes I look at these images and I'm thinking, oh, this will be great for a background or for on an ATC. And then the reality is, how many images do I really need?
I know. I mean, I look at all this stuff and I go, like, how much can I use this in my lifetime?
I know.
Thanks, Barbara. Yeah, Barbara, share the love. Thanks for being here.
And take care, Gloria. We're glad you came by. Stop by. Make sure, if you hit the notification bell the next time Laura or myself and go live, you'll get a little notification. Hopefully, if YouTube's got its glitches worked out.
Yeah. Yeah, I know APG's having a tough time with that. I was having a hard time with that, and then it stopped. So.
Bye, Barbara. Have a good day. I know, right? Oh my gosh, you guys. So you guys would have laughed. You should have seen me. I was sitting on the floor in my living room, and I was sorting images and this and that, and I had piles of them. Okay, and my partner, he just looked at me and he goes, which pile is to go? They were all to stay. It's bad. It's bad.
I just love that he at least asks what's going on. Romeo, his thing now at this point, his thing is this. His question is, how does this involve me? What do you need me to do? Because I'm always I'm on the hunt for him to, now I have a new task. I haven't asked him about it yet, but Nicole found at the Dollar Tree, awesome wooden blocks. She seems to have whatever in the Pacific Northwest, they have the coolest Dollar Tree ever. And you don't have any Dollar Trees there, huh?
No, we don't have a dollar store here. They're more on Oahu, but not on my island.
Yeah, see, and she found these awesome wooden blocks to mount her foam stamps, and I finally got motivated the other day thanks to her. Now I didn't draw my own yet, and I don't feel confident enough, but what I did do was, while I was watching somebody, I forget who, probably Mary, I don't remember, maybe Kathy Bird, I did the I hope so. I really hope so, APG. I really hope it works out for you to get it back on, because it would be nice. I took my die cuts. Now I have the Cuttlebug, which is now discontinued, but Xandra was so sweet. She sent me her plates, her old plates, which are still in pretty decent condition because my plates are shot.
The plates the two sandwich plates.
Yeah, and you can't order them. You can't order them anymore, so because they discontinued the Cuttlebug.
You know what's great? There's a good resale. I'll try to remember to put it in the description box. It's a Facebook group. It's called Stampers, Swappers. Hang on. You keep talking and I'll tell you, because I know that a lot of them there, they've been crafting for years, and many of them have things that, like, I was missing a part to a machine that I had, and I posted it on there, and the lady goes,
okay.
"I have it." She's like, "I have it," and she said, "Just pay for postage," and, you know?
Okay, cool. And so I could put like an in search of, yeah, because you know what? I went on, I think it was Amazon. Anyway, I ordered like an off brand of the plates and they don't work. So I only lost $8, but still.
Yeah, you
Anyway, I did get these done. So I'm going to ask Romeo to, yeah, Rosemary sent me this little wishing flower one, which was so cool. These are actually adhesive. So it's really cool. I'm going to ask him to cut me some wood blocks because I didn't have any at my Dollar Tree that I can mount these on for my stamps.
Oh, cool.
I did, Malia, I did check eBay. I couldn't find them.
Hang on a second. I'm going to put it in the description.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I just gotta find it. And of course, I open up Facebook and everybody's chatting at the same time. So you guys are going to have going to get the ding. Sorry.
Thanks, Shelley. I appreciate that
No,
very much.
that I've, because I'm not.
Yeah, you have to find alternates. You have to find alternate means for things.
I cannot get anything here, and I don't mean. And I'm not. Please don't send me anything. I'm not asking for anybody to send me anything.
People will start sending her stuff.
Oh, they do. Trust me, even without being solicited. So anyway, and that's what you have to join it. And it's
I'll click on it.
Yeah, but for anybody, they have like an in search of section, but they also have like people on that. People there have been crafting for a long time, so they have a lot of things. Hang on, I just got to make sure my thing's plugged in. They've got a lot of things. They've got a lot of things that, like, I don't know. I got this cutting tool that you needed a special piece for, and it's discontinued. It's like an old one. And I went on there and put it in they have an in search of file. So how you check it though, this is kind of a little bit tricky to go on there. You got to go, you click on it and then you go to, I'm sorry, this is how stupid it is. I have to remind myself. You click on it and you go to, let me see. And the girl that runs the group, she's so awesome. And she's like this amazing card maker. I mean, they
cool.
all kinds of crazy, amazing crafts on there. They're not so much junk journalers, but it's a great place to buy inexpensive stuff that, that you might not find anywhere else. So you go into the group, you join it. It's a private group. It has a ton of members though. And then you look to the left of it and then you hit photos.
Okay.
And then the photos, you hit albums. And that will show you everybody that has something for sale. And you do have to look through them, but like, you can get some great bargains.
Awesome.
And you can put in there in search of, you can put, they have an in search of group, and you can, ask for, so I'm sure somebody there will have some Cuttlebug plates.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
I didn't know that they were out of business though. I mean, that
they're not out of business yet, I don't think, but it's discontinued. They're not making them anymore. And it's all right. I mean, the thing is, it's all right. I mean, I'm just not like, I mean, the thing is, I don't really use it that much that I'm not sure, like, and I definitely am not interested right now at this point in upgrading to any of those electronic machines. It's just not what I'm interested in yet at this point, So I'm okay with what I have, the thin dies and everything. I don't feel like I need the big dies. Eventually I might want to graduate to that, but I'm just not there right now. So I'm okay with what I have.
Well, I'm going to tell you, if you're going to invest in any one of them, get a big shot. And they have one time a year recently. I don't know. I could message it to you. And if anybody else wants to know, just find me on Facebook and I'll let you know. One time a year, I can't remember which sales group it is, or maybe which company that's selling it. Might be like scrapbooks.com or one of them. They have huge sales. So like, whereas the machine might be, like they had a basic big shot with all the plates for like $79.
Yeah, it's like under 100, which is like, yeah. And when I got it was $60 for the Cuttlebug with everything when I first got it. And I have used it. I mean, I have used it. You know what I mean? So it's not like it didn't get used. Yeah, Sherry, it's great, and I've used it. But if I do upgrade, the big shot is not electric, and yeah. But everybody really loves the big shot who has it. I haven't heard anybody really complain about it, to be honest. I mean, pretty much everybody just loves it.
I bought, the only one the crafts were carried where I live was the big shot, and I don't regret it because it uses both those really big dies and the thin ones.
Right, the big ones, right? Yeah, that's what mine doesn't.
And the skinny ones. So Lizzie says she'll be lurking and listening because she's playing with her jelly plate and she can't find her roller thing. So she's crazy. She said in her next life she's going to be organized so she can find her crap.
Girl, Lizzie, girl, join the club. Lizzie, we pretended we were organized at the hop.
I didn't pretend. I showed you guys mine is like minimal organization. Mine's like in a binder and in a book.
Yeah, no, mine was minimal too. I just I have a couple drawers. I showed you what I did, but you know what, Lizzie, the little sequins that I showed you that weren't organized, I got those organized little by little. You know what? Johnny's making these Buddha journals. They're 600 pages each. It's a commission. She's making, I think, 3 now, but it was originally 4, but I think it's 3 now. And she found these really awesome quotes, and I was looking at them as she was flipping the one book the other day, and one of them says. Something like the jug gets filled drop by drop, and I really absolutely I absolutely feel that way about everything, little by little. It all gets done little by little, right?
Yeah, definitely. It's that proverb. What is it? The journey of 1,000 steps begins with one, or something.
Yep, that's it. It's exactly that. Hey, Jilly's here. I don't know if we said hi to you, Jilly. How are you? I don't have a Tuesday morning, and I know they have them, man. They have them, and they have them. Kathy Berg likes her big shot. She just got one.
Do they sell the plates, though, is what you're saying?
I don't know. God, I love... Oh, do you know what? Did I order it? I might have. I'm so excited. I think I did order myself some new... Oh, gosh, I don't even know. I feel like I was shopping in my sleep. I might have ordered...
What did you order?
I might have ordered some neon orange and neon pink paint. I think I did. Oh God! I love neon. I just love neon. I love orange and pink together. Somebody else was saying that the other day, and that's totally my jam. I love orange and pink together, and I love teal and purple together. Those are 2 of my favorites. Yeah.
Nona says that they have the plates on Amazon. They have the cuddle bug.
They do? I thought I looked there, Nana, and they didn't. Maybe they were sold out when I checked. All right, Nana. Thank you, Nana. I will check them out. Oh, Nana, thank you. Nana. Hey, Kat. All right, so you know what? I might have to check Amazon again. All right, thank you.
Hey, Kat, how are you? Yeah, and so Sherry Habing is saying that they don't have a Tuesday mornings in Canada either.
Yeah.
I don't have, you guys living, somebody asked me earlier in the chat, what's it like to live in Hawaii? Well, the weather's nice all the time. And the island I live on, the beaches, if you're
Hold on 1 second, I'll be right back. What'd you say?
Yeah, if you're into hiking and all that, it's really great. But if you need to shop,
you know what? Let me give you a bag.
It is not shopping here. Yeah. It's like, I think we have a Macy's, a Sears, and they may not stay around. We got a Target a couple of years ago, and we do have a Walmart, but you know they don't. It's like they're not. It's not like you can imagine when you go to, you know, that we don't have a lot of diversity. We have one shop store, and it's at Ben Franklin, but it's really more about the Ben Franklin where I live is more about floral arranging. You know, like you know, it has a lot of flowers and that sort of thing. So there's just it's crazy expensive. So if you're gonna, you know, if you're gonna like go spend the money, if you need it right now, it's like one of those, you know, it's gonna gouge you. So it's better. It's better to find it if you can ship it from somewhere.
Yeah.
Hey, Kat, and there's also Kay. Hi, Kay. How are you?
Hey, guys.
I'm glad you stopped by to say hi.
Nice to see you. That's somebody who lives in New York. Okay.
My Hattie and I were talking about, because we both lived in New York for a long time, and we were just reminiscing about some of our favorite restaurants and food and, you know, just life there. And
thanks, honey.
I think this whole quarantine has made us all a little reminiscent of having more more diversity and choices, right?
I can see that. Yes, I do. Romeo's over here. He's mailing a package back. He's mailing a package back to Amazon, and he's going to use what is it called, honey? the Dropbox at the store for the first time for Amazon. We'll see.
You know what? I haven't used that. Devin, sometimes it is more expensive for me to buy things from Amazon, or sometimes they won't ship here. So it's kind of an illusion that Amazon houses everything, because they don't. And it's also an illusion when you see it Prime to think that it'll just automatically ship to where you are, because what I've learned is that Amazon, so I could be an Amazon Prime seller and I can refuse to ship to wherever, right?
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And so, it's just going to sound so stupid. So for those of you that haven't been around for a while, I've been doing a keto diet for more than a year now. And I buy these electrolyte drinks, that powder, it's electrolyte powder. You can't get it here. And so I buy it online, and I buy 2 brands of them, right? So one of them is a lemonade flavored, and one of them has more, has more varieties of flavors. So my oldest daughter, she's been here staying with me for a while they used to live in China, but since COVID, they live here. They've been here. They're stuck in Hawaii. So she's like, could you order this, blueberry flavored one? And I'm like, okay, because I had ordered it, who knows, 2 or 3 months ago. And so I put it in my cart and they won't ship it here. Now I know I've bought that same blueberry one before, because that's the only place I could have gotten it, with Amazon. But it mustn't have been the same seller, so yeah. So sometimes here, which is stupid, because it's still the same USPS.
That is so dumb.
It is.
Doesn't make any sense at all.
That's your stencil, Laura.
Oh, thanks. I think it might be Joan Smith. I don't know. I got it from the Stencil Girl. Stencil.
I have some amazing stencils who I love, and you guys, I love. Have you ever seen Gabriella Polacca's stencils?
What is that?
Hang on, I'll show you the stencil, and I'm maybe saying her name wrong.
See, people, I use way too much. I always use too much.
Oh, I even have the paper. You guys, I never keep the paper. Okay, so I kept the paper. This is how most stencils are stored. Don't anybody give me any crap. You know they will. So this is one of my favorite stencils, and they're not clean. Okay, so I don't want to hear about it.
I never clean my stencil. I'll clean it.
This is the stencil, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's one of my favorite stencils, and it's a really cool stencil for painting, especially because it's big. It's a 12 by 12. But her name is. Let me see if you can see it. Her name is.
Oh, is it that's cool. You can use that of borders.
Yeah. But hang on, I'm going to put it on full screen just for 1 second.
Yeah, do it.
No, I mean, this is a great one, but it is, and I'm not an affiliate, so don't anybody give me any grief. Because sometimes people go, oh, you just, and I'm not. So can you see her name? It's Gabriella Polacco, spelled Pollacco, and I got it from the craftersworkshop.com. But look how good the stencil is. Look at it. And I've used it on all kinds of things.
That's a great stencil.
It's great for painting papers.
Oh, Loopy says her mom was her biggest fan.
Oh, it kind of does look like a Zentangled.
Look at Lizzie's. Lizzie, Evan. I love, Lizzie, I want to say something to you. I love when you get on a kick. When Lizzie gets on a kick with something, man, she just gets on it, and I love it.
I do too.
She's on her Zentangle kick, and I'm loving it.
So this is kind of cool, Laura. You might want to do this, and I think you could put it for your cuddle bug. So this is the plastic that you get in packaging, and it's not a really thick one.
I never thought of
that. My die cutting machine, and then
what a great idea to make stencils.
Well, all those plastics,
I save them. Yeah. I have
here. So I say, please, my poor partner. He's he doesn't say anything, but
I have a basket. You know what I have, and I learned this from Shannon. It's actually that basket's right under my feet. I have a basket for it's the same baskets that I have for my napkins. They're from when my daughter was a baby on her shelf, and it's filled. But right now, of course, it's filled, but it's all literal trash. And when the basket, Shannon, I learned it from Shannon Green. When the basket's full, I'm not supposed to add any more, but I just keep packing it in. And it's that basket is all actual junk. like garbage that you would throw out, and then I want to make a full-on junk journal with it.
I've been making. I was going to show them to you, but you know what? I moved them. I think I moved them in my body where he was doing his. He has some work training, and so where he was doing his work training, and the other part of our house was where my stuff was before we started. So I was like, nah, never mind. It's on a conference call. I'd have to. It's a Zoom one, where they can all see you. And I was like, oh, yeah, I'm not going to walk over there. But I've made lately, I'm sort of obsessed with making them. Making like these really junk journals out of all kinds of like things like that.
Oh, I'll show you this, guys. I'll show you this, Shelley. This is the first time I ever made one of these. Well, I'm going to put this down to dry.
Let me put it on you.
This is the first time I ever made one of these. Last night I was doing it at Rosemary's. It's not finished, people, but there's batting in between. It's a cover for a journal, and it's just fabric scraps, and I did glue them on, but then I sewed the trim, which is really not well done here, but that's okay. It's just my first time. And I got this trim from Vicky Schultz. I don't know where she is. I miss her. So it's really wonky on this side, but it's getting better here. And then I ran out, of course, I ran out of thread. So my bobbin's I gotta find the camera. Sorry, guys. The bobbin's it's rethreaded. So now I can finish. I'm gonna finish stitching that. So it'll be like this.
I love it.
Thanks. Yeah, and then I'm gonna stitch around. But I glued it. I glued it first because I'm new. Anyway, the inside is. I'm very sentimental. And I'm going to do, anyway, I got inspired by Pam Van E. I'll put her link in because I am able to do that over here. Let me just pull it up. I just got really inspired by her. I found her from, hold on, her name starts P-A-M. Pam, not Pan. I can't spell on my phone, people. I think it's E. I don't know. It's not double E, is it? Please come up, lady. Yay, there she is. Yeah, tutorial making a fabric soft cover. I actually kind of am following this tutorial, which is very unlike me. Anyway, here's the tutorial from Pam. She's really nice. I found her from Dorinda. Me too. I do adore Dorinda. And so, and that's what I won yesterday that I'm so excited about at the auction, at Care's auction. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I've never made a soft cover. And the inside is my daughter's old pillowcase.
Oh, nice.
Well, I'm missing my daughter right now. So,
it's gonna be beautiful. It's really going to be beautiful. I love it.
Thank you. I'm very excited about it. Thank you. So yeah, Dorinda is making any journals for this women's shelter. And so yesterday at Cares, and I honestly would have bid higher. I won. Sherry had sent some. Sherry said she didn't make them, but she had them in her stash, and she shared them with Defy. And Sherry, they're going to such a good home. Some crosses that were crocheted.
Oh, I saw those.
Yes, and so I asked Care to send them to Dorinda for the journals for the ladies because I think they'll be really.
How many journals are you making?
I think there were like 9 crosses. I think she's making like 9 journals. I think it's going to work out perfect. Maybe 10 or 11. I'm not sure. This is the second time she's done it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. She put up a video with the. She's using all of Safia's. All the journal covers are made out of Safia's fabrics.
I love that.
Yeah. So.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great. I love it too.
That's like so inspiring.
Yeah, it inspires me so much. And it's one of those things that I have like wanted to send something to her for the journals, and I haven't been able to figure out what. And then when those came up, it was just like the perfect thing.
No, they were beautiful.
Yeah.
Yesterday's the crochet thing was really successful, I think.
Yeah.
Did you see all those amazing journaling cards that Stacy
made? Oh my gosh. I have a couple, like a few that I like cherish, that are so special that I got like a while ago from Care. I didn't know who made them.
And her name is Stacy Whithouse, spelled W-H-I-T-H-A-U-S. I don't know. because I don't know if she has a YouTube channel. I only know her from the Defy auctions as well. She donates a lot of really cool stuff.
The only way I knew her was because I saw her posting. You know how I learned who she was? I saw her posting over in Lizzie's group, just stuff, and I was like, this has to be the same lady. So I replied to her and I said, did you put stuff? This is a while ago. I said, did you put stuff in the Defy auction? And she was like, yeah. I said, I think I got one of your cards like in a kit, and it was in a kit that I got. I said, they're unbelievable.
Yeah, I bought a few things from the. You guys, I don't need anything else.
I know, but they're so unique.
Those are beautiful,
right?
Beautiful, totally beautiful.
Oh, I said, Shelley, I had to, it's just like, I got today. Oh, you know what else I got? Oh, give me. I'm sorry, I'm just cutting you off because I'm so excited. Hey, Jennifer Travis.
Hi, Jennifer.
I got a couple of crocheted masks with the filters. I don't have any of those. I didn't know you could have crocheted masks.
Who did those?
I don't know, but they were the first things out. I don't think you were there yet.
You know, you guys, like when an auction starts at noon, it's 5 a.m. for me here.
Oh my gosh, you were up early. Well, what time is it now?
Like 9:30 in the morning.
Oh my gosh, you said you were up early. No kidding. Oh girl, it's early over there. Thank you for getting up for us.
What happened the day before was I had insomnia, or I put it this way, I had laid down and I went to sleep. I fell asleep, but then I woke up at like, I don't know, 3 in the morning or something. And then and that's when Dee Dee Willingham comes on for me. So that's why I was over there chatting, or whoever was there, right?
Oh,
I was
no.
I was like sitting in bed with my laptop. Well, because I don't want to go in the other room and wake everybody up. So
yeah.
My headphones, my laptop, and then I said, maybe I woke up at 2. I don't know. But anyway, I was awake, and then I was chatting at Dee Dee's for a minute. And then I said, okay, I'm going to lay back down. And I laid back down and I fell asleep at 6:30. And that's why I was all late. But yeah, it's crazy.
Oh my gosh. I keep forgetting how far away you are. Wow. Oh my gosh. That is so funny.
What happened? Julie said the other day she was ironing paper and set the iron too close to the coffee maker. And so what happened, Julie? What happened?
Oh, I don't want this.
Kathy Berg says, Shelley, next time, sleep in. You outbid me on a couple of
Sorry, Kathy. Kathy's funny.
Sorry.
Kathy, what do they say? No friends at the auction. Kathy's so funny.
Did I outbid you yesterday at that auction? I hardly got anything. I was like, whatever. I wasn't even sleeping and I missed it. You know what I mean? It's like, guys, yesterday YouTube was weird for me. The auction stuff, there was such a lag.
Oh, Malia's going to get pallets. Cool.
Love you too, Malia. You're going to get some pallets, so have fun. Kathy says, I know, it goes to a good cause. Yeah. It really does.
That's what makes it feel so good when I shop at Cares. I do love doing that.
Right? Because you know that it's going to fulfill somebody's crappy wish.
Oh, I mean, and people, it's like, especially when I feel, Shelley, I mean, we are not, we are by no means millionaires sitting over here. But I do know that I have the ability to go to the thrift store if I feel like it, or order some paint if I need to, or get my glue. And the people who are the hardest might not have that ability to just do that as quickly as I want. And so it's nice to know that we can help make their crafty wishes come through.
No, I completely agree with you. And
hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Great sale yesterday, girl.
Fabulous sale. I bought things I didn't need, but I loved it anyway.
Oh, and Johnny, I'm loving my purse. I got one of the bags from Johnny. It is just working out so perfectly. Has a zipper in the back where I put my masks and my hand sanitizer, and then I have a spot for everything. Just loving it. I'm loving it when I go out. It's working out perfectly.
No, I loved it. There was something yesterday that I really was like, oh, I should get that, and then I had such a weird YouTube blog, I missed it. At Johnny's, there's a lot of stuff. But I'm super happy. Not that I need another piece of paper, but I'm super happy that I got the paper pack.
Me too. Me too. And let me tell you, I say it's funny because Nicole's like, Laura uses the stuff that she has, which is really nice because she said that about me and I appreciated it and always encourages me to use my things. But if she could see some of the stuff I do hoard, like when I get a paper pack from Johnny, I put aside a lot of the stuff and hoard it. I do. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Jean's beautiful out by Jean and her beautiful garden. Jean has a beautiful garden. I love when you show your garden on your videos, Jean Baney.
So sometimes this is the magazine that my hottie reads, but sometimes I cut up the like it has color in it. So like if I was gonna need color for a page, this is a good one. Wired magazine. I wouldn't pay to go buy it or whatever.
No problem, Johnny. I bet. Sorry to interrupt. She said knee deep in invoicing. She'll be lurking. I bet, man. How about it, Shelley? We did what, 1 hour a piece on that in the invoice? Gosh, don't you have a different appreciation for people who do?
Can I tell you? It took me all day to pack up all the napkins and everything.
Me too.
And I didn't have to invoice it, but I did have to do the printing part.
Yeah, so like, me too.
It took me a whole day.
Me too. It took me an entire day. I was at other people's streams, and I was literally, for the first time, I did what Johnny's doing now. For the first time, I was a true lurker because I was doing that, printing the labels, putting them, weighing them. First I had to do what? We had to weigh them and then put it in the chart, and then I had 27 labels.
I had more than that. I think it was ridiculous.
But you know what's so cool? Today, the 2 giveaways that I had are on my porch. I used Johnny, listen up. Today, I used Pirate Ship. I used my scale. I used my poly bags, and my 2 giveaways are on the porch. Although Debbie Long's a saint because she waited like 5 weeks for her giveaway. And oh, look at Eileen. Johnny, when will we get our invoice? Eileen, knock it off. I love Eileen. Eileen, I love you. Elisa's another one. Elisa's another one. She's like, when is my invoice? So I used the pirate ship. I saved money, and I'm not going to the post office. I just put them on the porch, and they're going to pick them up. So proud.
Well, I took mine to the post office. You know why? Because I was afraid. Okay, one of the other like.
Oh no, these aren't the orders. These are just giveaways. No, those I took all to the post.
No, one of the other like weird things or say odd things about here is that I have a postman with an attitude. I have a postman with an attitude. So like, I don't. Depending upon I think he might be bipolar.
Oh no, you have a mentally ill. Great.
So depending upon how he feels,
great.
Whether you put your mail, and I don't trust him to pick anything up. But
forget it.
But you know what? I had my hottie take it, and you guys,
forget it.
Huge wallpaper books. Can I tell you? Oh my god!
Now, can you send those media mail because they're technically books?
Yeah, you send a media mail.
That's cool.
Anyway, they were so heavy, and I had to wrap them all up. It was ridiculous, and then. I couldn't even carry all of it, and he just looks at me without even a word, and he helped me too. Without even a word, he was like, I'll take him to the post office, and so then we had to have this discussion because this is so discussion which post office he was going to take him to, because there's one that's really close to us, but there's a guy in there. He's really mean.
Yeah, you got to be careful. I agree with you.
Yeah, because I used to sell books all the time, not like books to craft with, but like. Used books, but I only sold like collectible books, and I still have some really crazy things like that. But I haven't been doing it in a while. And every time I would go, now you guys, there was one point in time when I was like shipping out anywhere. It could be like 1 to 20 books a day, okay, to keep them out of a landfill. Anyway. So I would, and I packaged them all the same. I mean, it's all the same, right? And so you guys have some good images here. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all of them, but I've got some good ones. So I, every time we'd go, he would give me like a lecture. The guy behind the counter, okay? He would say stuff like, it has to be, we can open up any package. He used to always say that to me. We can open up any package. at our discretion, and blah, blah, blah,
Oh,
blah.
God.
And if we open them up, then we don't have to reseal them. And I was like,
Ugh.
is that true? And it is true. Okay, so he and I had this whole conversation. I was like, to him, I was like, okay, don't, even though that post office is closer, don't go. So he went to the other one and he goes, and guess what? And I said, you can just stick all the ones that are a certain size just in the chute, right? But outside the post office. But I said, the ones that are really big are going to have to go in. He goes, I'm going to see if I can go in with all of them. And he did. And he said, he goes, that lady was so nice. She scanned them all in for me. She gave me a receipt. I was like, oh, you got the nice lady.
Yeah, I have the best. I have to say, Shelley, I have the best woman. She's so young and sweet and wonderful. And then the new one after, there's another new one. I had to kind of break her in, but now she's cool. And I just, like, I tell them I'm a weird lady. I tell them all about it. I have such a small town though, and I just tell her all about it. I said, listen, I'm a weird lady. I have a lot of friends. I said I have a crazy little tiny YouTube channel where we do art and we exchange art stuff, and so that's all it is. And so then I said I sold some stuff for charity, and I got them all packaged up. I'm just gonna bring them.
Johnny,
all right, look at Eileen. Is Jersey gonna be doing handprints in a few minutes? Knock it off, Eileen.
Hi, Sandra.
Eileen, I'm making. Look at this, Eileen. Eileen. I put my acrylic ink on linen, and I'm stamping on the fabric for my fall glue book. Okay, Eileen, I actually have a purpose to my art today, and you're making fun of me.
I like it. No, Johnny, I can't send magazines media mail. I think the rule is, and I may be wrong. So I've never sent magazines media mail. Because it was my understanding, anything that has advertising in it, you can't send media mail.
But really? That's how they? Is that how they?
Saying that the people that sell them, they send them to you somehow cheaper mail. So if I'm going to sell, like I have a huge pile of vintage sewing magazines, and a friend wanted them, and she said, I'll make a donation to your crafty cause. Like I need them, yeah. I'm going to send those priority mail in a flat rate box because they're heavy, right? So
yeah,
I don't know. So media mail you can send. I sent those wallpaper sample books media mail. I think you can send fabric sample books media mail, and just regular books. The thing is when you send anything media mail, you cannot put a note in it.
Oh, like even hello. Okay.
Yeah, so
that's really good to know. I've never sent. Now you know what's funny? The lady at my post office, the little Brianna's her name. You know what she told me? She told me if I make journals, she asks me what's in them. And one time I told her it was one of the little journals that I made early on. I made a couple single signature journals and gave them away when I first started the channel. And she told me that she would be happy to send my homemade journals media mail because they're books.
Well, that's good to know. I just don't. I think you just can't be. I think you just can't tell them if it has any magazine pages in it. So Barbara says, strange you mentioned that. Once she went to the post office mailing a gift, and the guy asked if it was printed material, but it wasn't. Next time I had printed material, same post office, told no such thing. Oh, that's nice. Well, it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Get out of here, Eileen. Are you serious? The name of it is Laura? Eileen, are you teasing me? Eileen, you're screwed. Eileen, you're screwed if that's the name of the hurricane. You're screwed.
So Carl says it's supposed to be books, videotapes. Yeah, you can send CDs and DVDs. Videotapes, CDs, DVDs, media mail.
Oh no, Eileen, I'll be praying for you. That hurricane has my name. Oh, girl, I am going to pray. People pray for Eileen. Oh, no.
You can use pirate ship for international because I shipped something from Canada.
Eileen, get on your knees.
I mean, I shipped something to Canada, not from Canada.
You're in trouble now, girl. I've never had it. Man, they never had one named after me.
Oh, my God. You guys are so funny.
Hurricane Laura. Oh, my God. Romeo's going to lose it when he sees that.
Sometimes I sell my books in my Etsy shop, but I have an Amazon You guys, I've been in Amazon for, and I don't sell new. I sell like vintage things, right? But this is okay. I'll give you the Amazon 411 if you really want to know. Okay.
We want to know.
If you are selling something for $8 on Amazon Prime, you make about $3.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. So with all the fees they pay, so you have to. For me, I did it because it was like they were throwing all these books away, and some of them were really like amazing books that are, like I told you guys a story about me cutting up the book that my hottie said that book you cut up was like $100 book.
Oh.
I got it from the trash. Okay, so let's get something clear. APG says you're lucky if you make 3. So this is the thing with Amazon. So you have to pay but it's an easy platform. And for me, like several years ago, okay, I came into somebody who passed away that I knew, and they were an avid book lover. I mean, they had amazing books. So I donated what I could donate to the library and just throw them away. And then I kept a few, but how many, you guys, the children house is tiny, so how many books can I actually keep?
Yeah.
Right? And so then I, I started, I was like, what do I do with all these books? So I started selling them on Amazon, and I didn't make a ton of money. I probably made, I don't know, I probably made like $5,000 the whole year, and it was a lot of books. Well, then I got smart because then if I was gonna, then I started reading through the books and only selling books that were priced more than $8. Okay, because it's time and then you got to do it all, and so. But I do have some really cool. Like I have a really cool collection of. Laura, your microphone's on the paper pad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're hearing you scratch. Not that I
I
care.
apologize. No, it's okay. I apologize.
No, I don't care. But I have some really cool Nancy Drew books, and I put them in my Etsy shop because I have to destash. And you guys, they're worth more than I put in there for them. Like I think some of them are worth like in the $20 range, but I sell them for like $6 because I want them to go to a good home. I've already made a few Nancy Drew journals. I just can't make. You know what I'm saying? It's like I have enough. You get it.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you have to. Sorry if I'm tearing this right in your face, people. We get hot to trot Laura. Oh, listen, I'm really sorry, guys, about the hurricane. On a serious note, I'm sorry about your hurricane. I do apologize. Hope that works out for you guys. Hurricane season, right?
Jamie says, Jamie, your hurricane's Mark?
I didn't even a different hurricane. There's more than one hurricane?
Yeah, we had like 2 or 3 a couple weeks ago.
Oh, man.
We had one coming here. Didn't you see that one that had the name that was like nobody could pronounce?
Bye, Carla. Thanks for coming. It was so great having you here. Guys, get over to Carla Frizzell.
Carla's new journals. They're going to be gorge. Gorge.
All right, let's see what else I got here.
You guys are too funny. So there's Hurricane Laura is coming to Florida. And is there really a hurricane, Mark?
I don't know. Multiple tropical depressions and hurricane. Oh, Lizzie. Oh, we got a lot of buddies down there too.
Lizzie. Oh no, you're scared. She'd be scared.
I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, you guys. There's a lot of people in Florida.
And what about those crazy fires in California? My sister just moved from North Carolina to Northern California, and she's been in her house. She moved in so she's been in her house less than 15, or maybe she's been in her house 2 weeks. And the fires are close by. And she was not gonna move. She didn't want to move, but her husband, he works for a big company, and he's like he got transferred there, and yeah.
You don't get a choice then.
No, she doesn't have a choice. And I was worried about her. I called her this morning. I was like, somebody posted the fire on Facebook, You know, like I called her. I'm like, "Are you there? Are you there?" And she's like, "It's in the town next to me." And I'm like,
Oh.
I said, "Are you evacuating?" And she goes, "Well, we will, of course, if we have to." She's like, "But," she said, "right now they're asking anyone that doesn't have to evacuate to stay still so that you're not causing more traffic problem for those that will."
Oh, that makes a lot of sense, though.
I was like, "Girl," I said, "maybe California wasn't the place to go."
Look at Nana. She said the fires are the scariest. That's why we moved when we retired.
Oh, Nana.
I agree with Peggy. It's 2020. I'm not surprised by anything anymore. Peggy, it's a truer statement could not be said. And why am I totally out of frame? Sorry, people.
You know, I think it's just a time for all of us to figure out what we want to do.
I agree. I agree with Shelley. I couldn't agree more. I think if you're not reevaluating or not, I shouldn't say it like that, but I think this is a time for us to go inward a little bit.
Yeah, it's been intense for sure. 2020 crap year, Devin says. It has felt like it.
You know what's funny? Personally, and I know globally and internationally and collectively it's been a really difficult year for people. But personally, my life has been like 2020 starting in 2016. So for me, this isn't that big of a difference. My life was like this in my 30s. The way that for me, my life was like this before, and it stopped being as bad. You know what I mean? Like I feel like I feel like my life was 2020 starting in my 30s, and I came out of it, but the world's experiencing it now. It's so strange.
I totally get it. APG says, she says, yes, this is the year to adjust your vision on that which is important for you. I agree with you.
Amen. And APG, I really love that book you shared today.
I did too. So I was lurking. I was trying to make myself a cup of coffee quietly while you were streaming because it was very early here. So I was trying to like be super quiet because the moment the dog and the cat both know that anyone is awake in the house, it's like they don't want anybody to be sleeping. And so, do you know what I mean?
Totally. That's what woke up Romeo early. He went back to sleep, but yeah, he totally woke him up. Oh, I am so sorry, Lizzie. I am so sorry. But Lizzie, can I tell you something? Because I already had a year that was like how you're feeling right now, I can tell you it will get better.
Well, Lizzie, we love you so much. I'm always sending you so much love, girl. I am always sending you so much love. You know what I'm finding out, and maybe you guys can pipe in and decide if it's working for you, but I'm finding that as I approach things, I feel incredibly like they give you that sick feeling in the pit of your stomach. But if I just focus on that feeling that's in the pit of my stomach and just love it, it's almost like a scared child coming out of a closet because, so I just start loving the feeling, just sending the feeling love. I know it sounds kind of a little crazy, but I just do it until I don't feel that intent, until it doesn't feel that way anymore. And then for me, it dissipates. And so I don't know if that helps any of you, but I've been going through my own feelings of all that.
That's great advice for any time, Shelley. That's to remember for all of us.
No, but it's just like somebody said this to me. They said your emotions are like children, right? And that you need to honor them. You don't have to wallow in them, but they said they're like a little child. You need to honor it, you need to listen, and then you need to love it. Whether it's something like, and the more I find that I love the fear or the unrest or the uncertainty or whatever it is in my life that's making that, I don't even need to know what it is. I just know I have the feeling, right? The more I love it, the less often, it seems to like lessen. Isn't that ridiculous?
No, it's not though, but it's so true. And it's such, thank you. So all I'm going to say is just thank you for that reminder because it's so important. It's running away from it. I'm a big avoider. Like I'll do a big avoider. I'll do a big avoider on that. I'll be an avoider. But you know what? You're right. It needs to be like you need to acknowledge it and love it. Feel your feels. They have a purpose. Look at that. APG says.
Yeah, feel your feels, and they have a purpose. Yeah.
Yeah, girl. APG. I vibe with you, APG. I vibe with you for surely. I dig it.
sometimes I just love like the rusty colors of something. Like the picture itself is just like an old boat, an old. But the rusty looking of it, I like it.
For sure.
I know painting with like a card is the best, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. It's the same color I'm scraping on right here.
Yeah, no, it's been a wild ride for everybody. But Lizzie, I'm sending you so much love.
Definitely, Lizzie. And Lizzie, you're setting such an amazing example for all of us because we know that you're going through such intensity, yet you have chosen art as your way of healing and dealing. And you just like zoned in on the Zen tangle, and it's just amazing to have you as such an amazing example, and I appreciate it.
You are totally a wonderful role model.
Yeah.
So Shelley's saying feelings are energy, and we have to let them go through us and not stuff or hide them.
Isn't she the best, Barbara?
Yeah.
See, Barbara Chicken Pot Pie, aren't you glad you came over? Shelley's words like that have gotten me through so many times.
And I only share with you what I'm going through. I mean, it's not like, I'm knee deep in it too, girls. I'm knee deep in it too.
Yeah, and it's great that because you know what though but you know what, and then I know that Shelley, but like, bet I call her because we have she has the same maiden last name, Betty Lovelace, but she said it the one day when I don't know if it was last time Shelley streamed or whatever, recently when Shelley streamed, and she came over and she said it feels like I'm home when Shelley was streaming, and I totally understood what she was saying. It's like we do feel like that coming over here, Shelley, because you have a certain way of just, I don't know, helping us relax, all of us over here. Because I just feel like, I don't know, the same thing I felt like at Aaron's the other day too. It's just there's a certain energy of relaxation, so, where you can just kind of let your hair down.
Is this the face? Is this the big fat face, APG? There were some big faces. She likes the big fat face guy. You guys, okay, so I'm saving him not because I like the soccer guy, but I like. Well, thanks for saying that, Laura. But for the net, I like the net. But
I love that face.
I know it's like a big fat ridiculous.
Amen. Peggy said Shelley grounds us. Thank you. See, Peggy knows. You know what Peggy does? She takes all my big giant what's the word? The L word that I am with the loquaciousness, and she kind of puts it all in one package for me.
Oh, I love that word, loquacious.
That's me, loquacious.
So funny.
No, APG says no. The other one on the ways back.
All right, I'm going to keep looking for it. I'll go back. I'm not going to throw out the magazine yet. These pages, I'm not.
You don't have to explain yourself to us. We're with you. Yeah, listen, if Mary was here, she'd be asking you to mail it to her. Do you remember? Were you there the day Mary was like telling Barb not to throw away her trash? She was getting on Barb. Oh my God, I was dying. I was home. That was one of those days Romeo was like, "What are you laughing at?" I said, "Mary." He thinks Mary is so funny.
Oh my gosh, I did a stream one night with Mary at Meridell, and I think Rosemary and
I was watching. I know the one you mean.
I couldn't stop laughing. And
wait, who else was in there with you? It was you and Mary.
Rosemary and somebody else.
And you and Rosemary and were laughing. I never remember.
I was laughing, and I was like, and Mary was like, "Why are you laughing?" And it was just like, I said, "You're a comic," and she's like, "I'm not." But
she was though. She was, and she was so funny.
It was hilarious. Like she said, I don't know. In the middle of all of it, she said some. Oh, this one, Jane. In the middle of it, she said something about nuns, and I don't know why. I was laughing until I was crying. It was ridiculous.
And you and Rosemary were laughing, and it was making me laugh as I was just sitting there. And I was sitting there doing something like this, just watching you guys. Oh my God, it's so funny.
I don't know. It was so funny. I love Mary. First of all, I love the fact that Mary really, first of all, she's an amazing artist.
Right? Oh, yes, she is.
And draw like nobody I have ever.
And so humble about it.
Totally.
She has no clue. She has no clue about her talent. You know that? That's what blows me away.
Anyway, she's so talented, and I always get inspired by her. But you know what else I love about her is like her energy. Like she has this energy. Like she just keeps going. Like, and I love it. Like She does so many creative things. Like, wouldn't you? I would love to have been like known her. She was like I think a computer programmer or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And so she was like,
She's very bright.
Oh, incredibly smart. Way smarter than me. But you guys want to laugh? So I was complaining in my last live stream. I guess I was complaining a little too much. Of course, people tell you that. Trust me, I get the messages loud and clear. Somebody Facebook messaged me because I was saying that I used the word dumb. I said I didn't never thought of myself as being dumb because I'm not dumb, and I don't think of myself as being dumb. But when you can't do 7th grade math, like I could give you the answer to the problem, but I don't to try and understand how you. Like,
it's awful, Shelley. It's awful.
And I don't know. And so I was only complaining about that because my poor child, you guys, I am 56 years old. When I had her, okay? You know what I mean? It's like, it's not that I could tell her and I'm actually really good at math. I can show her the answer, but then they want you to show your work and how you got there. Well, I only know how to do it old school. I don't know how to do it new school. So I was referring to myself. Somebody sent me in the Facebook chat. They sent me a link to. It was so sweet, you guys.
Oh no! How to do the math?
No, how I could learn to do free. How I got access to free tutorials and free online help for myself.
That's so cute. Oh, I love YouTube people.
Wasn't that good though? Hang on 1 second.
Phone call.
No,
sorry about that. I didn't. I do leave the phone on, and I'm streaming from it, because of my daughter, just in case. No, they don't, Jilly. I apologize, guys. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. Sorry about that. I always leave my phone on just on the off chance my daughter has an emergency.
You know what? I do too.
You never, I mean, I know she's 23 and I get it. And right now we're taking a break or whatever, but you never know. You never know.
No, they don't do equations the way they used to.
Let me tell you what, if I didn't have him, if I didn't have Romeo to do all the math, I don't know what I would do, ladies. And he did it for my daughter too, and we weren't even together. He all through her high school years, those 4 years we were not together. I brought her over here, and he tutored her because I could.
Big hug.
Yeah, it's awful. Oh, take care, Devin. Thanks for coming, Devin. I love your art, by the way. I love her energy too. She got on stream with Kathy Berg one day. It was so much fun to watch her.
You guys, sometimes I have to go back and watch her videos because I'm not home enough to. And also, you guys, I mean, I don't. Anyway, my little one, since we're going to start doing remote school, I don't know how that's going to affect my ability to even watch anybody yet. We were talking about it. We may have to get another. Computer because sometimes they require laptop use, and she uses mine, and sometimes they require them to do it outside, and that mine's the only one that goes there.
Well, you know what? His school is giving the kids get Chromebooks in 5th grade anyway, so we have that. But I don't know what.
We could register for one and get one from the school directly. I mean, maybe we will. Maybe that's a good idea.
Well, you know what, though? The difference, I don't know what was going to happen with me with streaming either because, I don't know how his day is going to be set up. Malia's daughter, they haven't told us yet what his day is going to be set up as. Malia's daughter is going to have. Oh, you know what? Hold on 1 second. Let me just go check and see if that wasn't something that Romeo needed to address real quick on the phone call. 1 second. Hold on.
Bye, Devin. We hope you have a great day. Yeah, I think we're all going through so many changes, and finding art as your medium as far as how to regroup and de-stress is something as silly as like me harvesting a ton of images that who knows when I'm going to use them, but I certainly have them, now I have them to go in my piles. Oh, Gene, I'm glad you can see the chat. We've had some good, I think everybody said some good stuff, talking about some good stuff. You're happy you don't have to keep up with monies and math. The money math part is not the hard part. It's just, it's just a refresher. Just needing a refresher. Need a real refresher. But so somebody mentioned somebody's having a live sale and I didn't see. Pop it in the chat. Hi, Carla. I saw you move, girl. I saw your boxes. So are you out of England and full-time in Portugal now? Are you still moving? What are you doing? APG says, yeah, we are making new normal routines and attitudes and relationships. I agree with you 100%, APG. You're in Portugal now? Yeah, I saw your post when you were like going back to get your stuff.
Okay, sorry.
Moved out of England. So our friend Carla in the chat, she used to live in England, but she's moved to Portugal, and she was moving. I mean, I've been watching it.
Hi, Carla.
She is an amazing artist.
I remember Carla. I didn't know she has a channel. I didn't know that. I know her name from the chat. Okay.
I don't know if you've posted any art on your channel, but I know that I've been the recipient of some of her artwork, and some of her Happy Meal, and it's been beautiful. So now your house is up for sale in the UK. Okay. Well, I think that's super awesome. So I have a question for you guys. It won't hurt my feelings. You guys can say no, please. You can absolutely say no. It will not hurt my feelings. Does anybody want to do it? I'm going to have to go soon, but I'm willing to do a short meditation with all of you and do some energy work if you guys want to do it. And if you don't, it will not hurt my feelings.
I'm totally up for that, but you guys let her know.
And so, yeah, I haven't done it in a while with you guys online. I mean, I do it every day for myself. I do it for some clients I have and stuff like that, but I don't. If anybody's up for the woo-woo, just say yes. Your parents grew up in Portugal? Wow, Mary Lou, that's awesome. You're cool with it? Love you, APG. APG, what you shared today was so beautiful. That's what I was commenting on, that book. I love that book, and I would love to get a copy. Not that I need another book, but
right?
A lot of Americans are coming to Portugal now. Well, yeah, I think people are just rethinking our priorities, and my kids don't like living in the U.S. They travel and live all over the world. Well, I'm so glad you got to come. You're going to start dinner? What's expensive? Portugal's expensive?
Bye, Kat. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Kat. Is Portugal expensive, Carla? Hawaii is very expensive, you guys. I mean,
I was going to say nothing's
very expensive. So anything I think we're probably on. The book is expensive. How about you talk about Portugal? That's okay. The reason they give that we're all changing. So my kids, my oldest daughter, and then for those of you guys that want to stay for the woo-woo, we'll just do a really short meditation, and I'll just give you a little preemptive, and Laura can definitely pipe in because she's experienced it. Bring to mind before you start doing the meditation anything you'd like in your life. Like if you're going through something that isn't pleasant, you can bring that to your mind, but you can also then you can just make the intention you want to release that. Then you can also bring to mind things that you love, that you want to increase that energy and that connection to things you love. You can bring people, places, things, times, and events, anything. There's no limit to it. So people are saying people are leaving America because of politicians. I agree. And Carla's saying, no, Portugal's not expensive. And Mary Lou's saying she speaks Portuguese. That's awesome. That's super awesome. Okay, so is it okay with you, Laura, if we do a really short meditation?
Oh, I would love that.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to just tell you what my intentions for all of you are. And my intentions for all of you is to find your right and perfect place, the right and perfect life that you desire, to live your ultimate divine blueprint, whatever that is for you, because only you know it, only your soul knows it. And for all of you to find peace. That is always my prayer, peace. Because I feel somehow that if we're all at peace, then our lives are working out, right? You love to meditate, Peggy? I love you guys. Okay, so you can get a glass of water if you want to. You don't need to. Some people like energized water. They drink it. They drink it during the week or add it to their coffee. And I'll wait like a couple seconds if anybody wants to get a glass of water. You can also anything. You could. Some people like to energize crystals or I don't know whatever. Everybody has their own thing, you know. So,
I have water here, Pellegrino. That'll work.
yeah, one of the girls that has come to the meditation and she listens to the replays.
I do too. I have for years. Yes.
She told me that she had high blood pressure and that she hasn't changed anything else about her life except she tries to listen at least once a week. And she'll write me sometimes now and say, "Oh, I really like whatever meditation." And you guys, I don't remember what it is. It's not like something. It's kind of like art. It's just intuitive, right? It's not like something you're. I have to go back and listen to it too. And she told me just from listening to the meditation once a week that her blood pressure has dropped significantly. And her doctor asked her what she was doing. And she said, "I just told him I was doing woo-woo and crafting." I said, "That's awesome. That's awesome." So I know that there is something special, but it's for each and every one of you, what comes is what's right and perfect for you, right? So what may come for Laura may not come for Jane APG, may not come for somebody else. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get started. So all you need to do to participate is breathe. And you can do it sitting up or lying down. Do whatever works for you. I just advise you not to do it if you are going to, I think do you have YouTube up, Laura? I mean, do you have,
Yeah.
can you mute one of them? Because I think it's echoing.
Okay.
Um, I,
Is that better?
yeah. So you can do it. Just don't do it while you're doing anything intense like driving in a car, because sometimes you can get so relaxed that your reflexes are not, not spot on. Okay, so let's get started. Inhale through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. Receive and release. Receive and release. Imagine yourself in a column of light. And when you look up, you can't see the end. And when you look down, you can't see the end. This is your column of light. It is unique to your being, soul, spirit. Allow your column of light to go deep, deep, deep into the earth. Give your column of light big roots, like big oak tree roots, deep in the heart of the earth. Let's ask the earth to share with us her energy. And I see this energy like beautiful golden light, but you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful golden light energy coming up through your roots, coming up through your column of light, and spreading 6 feet in all directions. Feel it filling your feet and ankles, your calves and knees, your thighs and hips. Feel it filling the base of your spine, your lower abdomen, your waist, your chest and back, your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your neck and throat, your face and head, and feel it fountaining out the top of your head as high as you can imagine. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your connection to the earth. Now I'd like you to focus on your column of light and give it the direction heart of the sun, heart of the central sun. And with that, your column of light is right there. Feel your column of light rising higher and higher. Give your column of light the same roots you did below your feet, above your head. Now let's ask this beautiful angelic realm to share with us their energy. I see this energy like beautiful silvery diamonds, but you can see it, feel it, think it, or just know it any way that works for you. Feel this beautiful diamond light energy pouring through your column of light, mixing with your light and the earth's golden light and spreading 6 feet in all directions. Feel it filling your head and face, your neck and throat, your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, your hands, and out every finger. Feel it filling your chest and back, your waist, your lower abdomen, and the base of your spine, and feel it pouring through your hips, thighs, knees, calves, and ankles, and out the bottom of your feet, expelling any and all excess deep into the heart of the earth. Ready? Breathe it in. Breathe it in. And breathe it in. Take a moment to enjoy your connection to heaven and earth. I would like you to focus on your column of light, where your roots are in the heart of the earth. And on the inhale, breathe in peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And on the exhale, release anything that no longer works for you. Ready? Receive in love, release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Let's focus 1 foot below your feet and all the points of light between where you're anchored into the heart of the earth and there. Breathe in and receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love, release in love. Receive, release. Receive and release. Let's focus on the point of light at the base of your spine and all the points of light between there and where you're anchored into the heart of the earth. Breathe in and receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love, release in love. Receive, release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Focus on your lower abdomen, the point of energy there. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And release anything that no longer works for you. Ready? Receive in love. Release in love. Receive and release. Receive and release. Receive and release. Focus on the point of light at your waist. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love, release in love. Receive, release. Receive, release. Receive, release. Focus on your heart. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And on the exhale, let go of anything that no longer works for you. Ready? Receive in love, release in love. Receive, release. Receive, release. Receive, release. Focus on the point of light at your throat. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. Ready? Receive in love, release in love. Receive, release. Receive, release. Receive, release. Focus on the point of light in the center of your forehead. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. And on the exhale, let go of anything that no longer serves you. Ready? Receive in love, release in love. Receive, release. Receive, release. Receive, release. Focus on the point of light at the top of your head. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. Ready? Receive in love. And release anything in your body personality that no longer serves you. Release in love. Receive, release. Receive, release. Receive, release. Focus 1 foot above your head. Breathe in. Receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Release in love. Receive. Release. Receive. Release. Focus 3 feet above your head and all the points of light between where you're anchored in the heart of the earth and 3 feet above your head. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Release in love. Receive. Release. Receive. Release. Receive. Release. Focus 6 feet above your head and all the points of light between. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love. Release in love. Receive. Release. Receive. Release. Receive. Release. Now focus where your roots are in the heart of the central sun, the heart of creator creation energy, the heart of the divine above your head. Breathe in, receive peace, balance, bliss, and freedom. Receive in love and release in love. Receive, release. Receive, receive, release. One more time. Receive, release. I want you to focus on your hands. Now put your hands on your heart. Now I'd like you to imagine an infinity symbol like a figure eight, starting where your roots are above your head in the heart of creator creation energy, the heart of the sun, crossing through your heart, crossing deep into the heart of the earth, crossing back through your heart, and ending where it began. On the inhale, receive love from creator creation energy, the central sun, the heart of the divine, and the earth. And on the exhale, send back love to the earth, the heart of creator creation, the heart of the central sun, the heart of the divine. Ready? Receive and give. Receive and give. Receive and give. One more time. Receive and give. And when you feel ready, open your eyes and come back. And if you want to share anything, you're more than welcome to. Not everybody has a different experience, and what we're it's perfect for whatever you have.
Well, thanks so much, Shelley. I require it to stay sane. Meditation.
Oh yeah, well, I do it for myself every day.
Me too. I have to. I have to. And it's become. I've been doing it now for I don't know, about 5 years. I think it's been a really important part of my life. So I thank you so much for sharing it with us
You're
here in
welcome.
the art community.
I know some people. Hi, Elizabeth. I'm so happy you're here. I think
Hey,
for all of us,
Elle.
it's really important. Put yourself first, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. And if you can't hear anything, hear this from me. If you don't fill yourself up, you have nothing to give. You have to imagine yourself like a cup, and when your cup is flowing over, that's when you can give. And I know so much. I'm speaking from my own personal experience. Put yourself in the equation. When I'm not putting myself in that equation, and as moms and as daughters and as caregivers and as teachers and as partners, we don't do it enough. We have to lift each other up that way, especially right now. Especially right now. Because,
Amen.
I've had to, like, this pandemic has
Amen.
made me realize how I have to put my attention on me, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. I think so much too, like you were talking the other day about like with your, decision about your
Yeah,
job and stuff,
I
just
I can't
it
go back
really
to
makes
a
you
work
think.
situation like that. So I'm sort of asking.
No.
Oh, you're welcome, Barbara. Um, I'm glad that you spoke here. I mean, yeah, for me, I just keep saying, because this is going to sound like really woo-woo, but I keep saying to the universe, okay, just guide me, show me, like, show me what it is.
And you know what, Barbara? One of the things that really helped me is that Shelley said in the past that the energy is still there. So I come back to these meditations.
Yeah, they're there. So, and I would say pretty much, not every single one, but pretty much most of my live streams, with the exception of a hop, they're there at the very end somewhere. Peggy says that's why she does Reiki, right? Peggy, I totally get it. I've never been, I've had Reiki done on me. I've never done Reiki, but I love it. My partner does Reiki. He's amazing. I sometimes wake him up and say, "Will you work on me?"
My first meditation teacher, he was a Reiki master. He never did. I should have had. I wish I would have known more about it back then.
But you know what's so cool is that we're just energy bodies, this beautiful, baneful spirit. We're energy bodies in a more dense form. So the energy, where you change and transform first, ultimately ends up in a physical transformation for you as well. So when you change your energy through getting meditation, whatever works for you, sometimes swimming in the ocean is what I need to do, sometimes just floating in a swimming pool, going for a walk in nature, sitting on the grass, it seems so silly, that sort of thing. It really shifts your energy, and then all the physical things you want to change.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Oh, Elizabeth said her new job is she's doing well, but she started working with her daughter this week in her classroom.
No, I remember you mentioning it, but I didn't know if you actually did it.
Yes, swimming in the ocean, Nana. Oh, I miss that so much. Yes.
Well, hopefully this pandemic will be over, and you guys could all come visit me. That's my sort of my crafty dream. My dream is just inviting a bunch of people and everybody coming for a week, and we make crafts and
Oh, that would be a dream. Crafting in Hawaii, forget it. It's like a
And
super
just,
dream.
but nothing high pressure, nothing highfalutin. Just crafting and then hanging out at the beach and stuff. I'm so
Yes.
I'm glad you feel relaxed and rejuvenated. I often do as well.
Me too.
So
Elaine,
Peggy,
me too.
She has Reiki done to herself once a month. That's awesome.
Yeah, Peggy, that's fabulous.
That's totally fabulous. Well, I love you guys. I've got to go and do some. I've got to get us ready for.
Thanks, Shelley, so much.
You guys, look in the description box below. Go over, make sure if you're not subscribed to Laura's channel, subscribe. She's not guaranteeing she's going to do live streams all the time, but she's guaranteeing they're fun when she does.
Well, thank you so much. I guarantee they're fun if you guys show up. But Brooke's on tonight at 6 too. If you guys want to come over and join.
Working on? Is she doing her baby book?
Yes, her creepy baby.
I love that.
I know the people do love that creepy baby. I love the creepy baby too. It's fun.
All right, you guys. I love you. You're
Barbara.
So good, Barb. You can come back and listen to it again here.
Yeah.
It really does help you let go of a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I love Barbara.
I missed it. Sharon, you did an amazing stream with Jersey the other day. You guys rocked the jelly plate. If you guys haven't gone over to Vintage Art Chronicles Sharon O and watch her jelly print, trust me, you will learn so much.
Yeah, she'll be on Friday. It's tomorrow Friday. She'll be on Friday at 3 with Johnny and Brooke too. So
Friday 3
Eastern. Everything I say is Eastern. I can only think in one time zone. I really can. All right. Thanks, Shelley, so much.
Talk to you later.
Bye. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.